Keeps. Alrighty, boob tubes. Another one of Keeps. Welcome, one and all. Blazing and Tony are in the Skypes. Details down below if anybody else wants to join at any point. Let me just have a wee check. Keeps. Alrighty, boob tubes. Another one of Keeps. There we go. Wee chorus of clips. Sorry, Tony, what were you saying there, mate, about Alex Jones? There's so many clips about him right now, man, eating ass and everything. Are you talking about the Joe Rogan one?
Aye, well, I was watching a video. It was on I'll give him a shout out, Revenge Sis, two guys. No, I tell you, it was on Nightwave, Mersh. Alex Jones came on and says that when Joe Rogan moved to Spotify, he gave Alex Jones a phone call. So Alex Jones was explaining the phone call, and the only thing it was missing for him was a leotard and a fucking cape, because it was like WWE where he was explaining it. No, he's saying, Joe Rogan is going to start a war, an information war, and all that shit. He's just going over the top. These wee lawyers sitting beside him just nodding like a wee nodding dog.
He said about 3 words in half an hour.
Aye. No, I mean, I think he was meant to come in and talk about Joe Rogan's contract, because I think it's 110 million over 2 years, something like that. And Joe Rogan's mates, Tom Segura, and I think Brendan Schwab, and that's all going with him, and they're all getting 500,000. So basically, it's like an attack on. Well, Alex Jones says it's an attack on YouTube to take.
Who's going with him, buddy? Who's going with
Brendan Schaub, Tom Segura. It's all Joe Rogan's crew.
Right.
I think they're all getting dragged over with him. I think Joe Rogan's... Because I didn't know this. Joe Rogan has got to ask for permission to who comes on his show.
Aye.
It's not get no, he's got to ask YouTube or whoever it is, it's his sponsors. Can this character come on? And if they, like Alex Jones, but in his contract allegedly, he knew Spotify one. Alex Jones is written into the contract so that he will appear. And supposedly, Joe Rogan show, the first 20 minutes will be on YouTube and the rest of it's going to be on Spotify.
Aye.
So,
and this is another important point as well. It's not going behind a paywall. You will have access to it on Spotify through its free means. I think you'll get adverts over or something. I don't know if it'll be audio only or visuals as well. I don't even know fucking what Spotify is, to be quite honest with you, man. I thought it was something to do with a fly. But I don't know.
It's music. It's like Last FM. It's just tunnels of music. iTunes. You pay your subscription and you can get music and podcasts and all that sort of stuff, man. I don't know if they do video.
I think YouTube will be the last bastion of unpaid content on the internet. Everything's moving to the Netflix, Disney Flix, BBC Flix model. So it's all going to be paid subscription. And coincidentally enough, at the same time, the kind of viewing habits of the world are changing and moving to an online-based, subscription-based viewing habits. The BBC over here, and This is why sometimes I think you be careful what you wish for, you know. And I'm talking about the TV license, mate. Because like for years we've spoke about that. Fuck burn the TV. I've burnt a TV license even though I didn't have one. I was doing there setting other people's on fire, but outside the BBC building. But now in hindsight, I'm like, we should have just shut the fuck up and suffered in silence and just don't pay your license, because now there's enough traction. The motherfuckers are going to incorporate this in some sort of a income tax, which is just going to be more gravy for BBC, more guaranteed gravy for the BBC moving forward. And mate, it wouldn't surprise me if they use this coronavirus fucking thing in some way, you know, because they were talking about having to charge the was it over 60s or 70s or something?
75 get it for none.
Right, they were going to start charging them. I think it was a fucking...
Sorry mate for interrupt you. See, if you are 75 and you're on low income, I think you get it for none. If you're 75 and you're minted, you've got to pay. But do you remember when we were doing all this, like, fuck the TV license, pardon my French, get rid of TV license. Somebody says they'll get rid of TV license, but they'll bring it out as like rates. No, every household has got to pay it regardless. Now they've shifted that on, as you say, onto the subscription service.
The first time I heard about it, Tony, getting mentioned was mind Lowlands Pete, because he was over in Netherlands, and we were asking him, like, how does the state-run TV thing work there, and it's incorporated. I think it's either in the council tax or the income tax over there. So there's still state-fund TV. There's just no yes or no whether you want to fund it. Typical Brits, at least we ask permission for the MI5 to get the money to propagandise the world.
That's it, they're asking you to pay for a fucking propaganda army of fucking government. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You're funding the government to tell you bullshit.
I'll tell you what, make sure that you're thinking about what they want you to think about, you know?
Definitely.
But
gaslighting you to fuck.
I see that happening. Like, there's murmurs over here of the TV licensing model changing. The way the world views TV's completely changed. I mean, one thing for this coronavirus thing, when you listen to podcasts and stuff, 90%, or even the live radio, 90% is people talking about what they've been watching on Netflix. Tony, mate, I listen to that Talk Sport. I swear to God, if you want a joke, if you want a giggle, right, here's a prediction. Go and listen to Talk Sport for an hour and see how many Netflix series they talk about. It's all they've got to talk about, mate.
Because everybody's moving for terrestrial TV onto them. Because there were nothing worse, Kip, when you were watching the telly and you were watching your show and you had to wait to the following week. Now you can go into all these subscription services and you can watch whatever you want, the whole fucking seasons in one go. You can binge for 24 hours on whatever you want. And that is the future.
Do you ever do that, Tony?
No, I don't. See, usually you've seen Peaky Blinders. I've not even seen Game of Thrones. Not Tony, one episode.
Tony, right, see Peaky Blinders, right? I was like, BBC, fucking gang wars, and then I watched it, right? And this is the thing that got me. It's back in the 1930s, so it's talking about the political landscape of the 1930s, mate. So you've got the commies, you've got the fascists, you've got the UVF, mate. Seeing the most. Listen to this. You'll probably just watch it to get to this. See the most recent episode. The kind of arch enemy of the Peaky Blinders is the Billy Boys. So you actually watch and go, hello.
That's how you're watching it, you cunt.
No, mate, it only turns up in the last one. It's got Oswald Mosley in it and stuff, man. It's really interesting.
I thought, I know it's loosely based on real shit, but I thought the Billy Boys were in with the Peaky Blinders mob. I didn't know there were two factions against each other. I didn't know that. It's history repeating, Kip, as you say. Fascism, communism, you name it, any ism you want. It's just coming round and round and round. And don't get me wrong, years ago, I fell for it all. No, I was like taking one side against the other, and I was like, that's just polarising everybody. Politics at its best.
See, the thing is, Tony, let's even talk about communism, right? Saying the word communism makes a lot of people's arseholes pucker, and I'm genuinely not a communist, but I can see good things that I agree with within communism, just like I can see good things that I agree with within capitalism, and I can see good things that I agree with within socialism. And my concept is, why do you need to pick and choose the bad with the good? Why can't you just try and
filter out of shit?
Aye.
Filter out of shit and keep all the good parts.
And here's the sort of a reality for me, right? Communism, in basis, what they want to do is redistribute wealth. They want the means of production to be owned by the people. Now, currently, the means of production is owned by the capitalists. Who are the capitalists? Capitalists are people with the biggest fucking pile of money, right? So I ain't get a pile of money, so the capitalists must be doing a good propaganda job on people with no piles of money to get them to support them over the commies. But my problem with the commies is they want a transference of wealth through guns, bombs, and bullets. You know, so that's where all the murders come from, man. And
but even in communism, it's never going to be equal for everybody, because the ones is just the same as the governments. The ones that's running it, they'll be jumping about and have their mansions and their big fancy motors, while the proletariat's fucking walking the streets in fucking holes in their shoes. So, as far as I know, communism's never worked. It's always ended up with fucking hundreds of millions of people getting killed. But then again, everything fucking does it. You know what I mean? There's always a victim.
Scrap the label communism, Tony, right? And just say I agree with the principle of through some mechanism, and God knows how long it would take. I'm not a long period of time, but some sort of a move towards a more fairer society where the people with the big piles of cash on top, their piles of cash go down, and the people with no fucking piles of cash, theirs goes up a wee bit. So it's like a redistribution of wealth, and that's the in essence what Marxism, like stroke led to communism, is all about. There's a different world now because back then it was all about the means of manufacture, and it was about it was about the people owning the means of production. It's a completely different ball game now because of the kind of cyber economy that we're in now. The way that, but again, you've got these big multinational corporations lording it over the world. No longer can these multinational corporations just lord it. They have to operate within national borders. They're able to lord it over the world.
Global. They're global. But with capitalism, that sort of fucked up in the 60s when they changed it from a family wage to a living wage, where it was my granddad went out and worked and he could keep a house, a wife, and 4 or 5 wains. You can't do that on a single wage now. So you're right, as they've went up in money, our wages have declined. And if it were if they kept to the all hang, our wages would have rose with theirs. Don't get me wrong, multi-fucking national companies would have made billions, but at least we would have had a wage that we could have survived on, and we could have... What I mean to say is, what we're on now, you can't get any better. The wages that you're on now, you can barely survive on that, but at least then you could. You know what I mean? You were still going holidays and shit like that. You can't do that now.
Aye.
Unless you're in a well-paid fucking job.
Well, this is what I think it's... when you look at successful Western worlds, they're kind of judged on their GDP, and their GDP kind of comes down to how kind of productive the country is. And how productive the country is how obedient the citizens are. I mean, I'll example China, Japan, and even UK. Because I remember growing up, man, like you were always told about how efficient the Germans are, how productive the Germans are, but you're also told how lazy the Spaniards were. You know what I'm talking about? Like you were always, whether this is reality or just fucking stereotypes flung out there, I don't know, but you were always kind of told you couldn't get anything done anytime soon in France or Spain because they're all having a siesta, getting drunk in the afternoon and womanising. But I don't know if
I'm
that's
moving
true.
to France. Oh, it's enough to drive you off your head, mate, when you start looking at all this shit. And that's how, as I says to you earlier before we come on, that's how I took a step back for it, as you did, took a step back for this stuff, because it was doing nothing but fucking depressing me. You know what I mean? And when you're hearing negative shit 24/7, you need a fucking respite for it. You know what I mean? It'll drive you fucking nuts. And some people on here, you make friends, you can talk to them, but 90% of them are fucktards who just want to argue with you. They don't care.
Talking to that, Ryan
present
Dawson,
company excluded.
I was going to say Ryan Dawson, mate.
Fucktards
that just want to argue with you. You know, I thought that was all cordial the other week, if that makes sense.
I know, mate.
I thought it was a genuine conversation, and like, I thought I'd done my best, and everybody done their best not to make he was getting attacked, or fucking it was some sort of a like fucking people gang, especially 6 gingers ganging up on them.
I'm proving ginger.
Mate, I know. How annoying is it getting called ginger when you're not a ginger? It's fucking pain in the arse. I feel your pain, mate. I'm saying that as my fucking ginger beard is showing up in this lovely.
I have got that recessive gene, but
yeah, mate, we're Scottish. We've all got it. But I thought that. Look, I don't know. I saw shits and giggles and all that, man.
Questions, you were getting your point of view. But as I say, for these characters, it's just fucking battle cams and fucking blood sports. Know what I mean? They're not. Maybe it was interesting the information getting across, but
I don't think so. I thought at the time. I was like, well, he actually seems to be listening. Right, granted, every time he just went, well, no, it's actually this way, but, like, who am I to change his mind, you know, each to their own. But just the way he took it, you know, I thought he took it all in good jest and all that stuff, but apparently he took the hump. For some
maybe
reason.
Just doesn't like gingers. And I mean gingers, I don't mean the other
His
Gingers. And I like the photos you sent him, by the way. Did you get a reply?
No yet, man. Oh, hold on, I've got a wee Skype.
Oh,
No, it's not. It's not him.
You could want me 6 million followers and bam us up.
Oh.
Sorry, that was the wrong number I used there. I mean, I said 6. I swear to God, that wasn't.
It's just implanted in your head now, mate. It's just...
So I'm thinking about 6 million cookies all the time.
No, mate, what it is because 6 million gingers you were talking about, 6 million Scottish.
That's what do you call him? That's what William Wallace had behind him, 6 million gingers.
Well,
that's how he won. That's how he went down to York and started kicking ass. The gingers just done that. Come on! And charged.
Follow that iron through, man.
Do you know?
Oh, do we do
now? Bad, lads.
Jump out to get a wee bottle of water. I'll be back in a second.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Aye.
A wee bottle of water. How you doing, Alan? All right, man?
No bad, mate. No bad. Just sitting here chilling with my good lady, and she told me to go and get my earphones and join you.
No, were you doing her tits in, mate?
I've got a telly on and I just on in my phone. Know what I mean? Oh, she's like, go and get your earphones. You know you want to. So.
What's she watching? Getting good.
She's on her phone, and we're watching Birds of a Feather flock together.
Wait, the old one, Birds of a Feather?
No, they've brought it's a new one. It's like they tried to now Roseanne. They've tried to bring Roseanne back.
It's all the same characters and all that.
It's all the same characters.
I could watch that, man. I used to like Birds of a Feather back in the day, man.
I'm quite shocked, man, because see the old tart that's in it with the long black hair. I thought back then she was about like 50, 60, and she's still on it, and she still looks the fucking same, man. That was about 20.
Mate, are you sure though that she's fucking? Is she getting moved mechanically or by fucking strings or something, man? Because mate, I remember that old tartfee back in the day, man, as well. You know, and you were like, oh well, there's like mutton dressed as lamb. I can only, and that was what 20 years ago. Easy, wasn't it?
She's not changed, mate.
She must have get put in fucking ice for the second series.
Aye, mate. So what you've been chatting about, you were talking about, I heard the conversation about times when you were kind of a wage would have supported two kind of a... Hold on a minute, I'll go through your movie.
We went on to talking about cunts and Ryan Dawson came in.
What, did they come in the room, aye?
No. I'm saying we were just talking about cunts and Ryan Dawson came into the chat. Like, because me and Tony were just saying...
Like, the guy that been...
It's just a wind-up, but it's like... I thought we had a good chat, that last week, and it was all done. Cordial and all that stuff.
I didn't know what had happened in the chat at all, because I kind of left, and I hadn't the time in my hands to be able to go and listen to the rest of the show, because it was a lengthy fucking show, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I caught up with it through the week, and I thought the part was brilliant, man. I
enjoyed it. I thought it was great, man.
I don't know why he turned to be half it. Well, he has got a bit of God complex, you know. Well, he's one all meant to be like him. No, I mean, he's got that Messiah complex. How dare he shove his experience down MD Elsie's throat? You know what I mean? That's my fucking answer to that shit. Do
you know what I took away from it, man? It was like obviously, like, you don't get this impression for somebody unless you interact with him, like, one-on-one. And then see, like, he doesn't want to chat and exchange ideas. He's constantly in fight mode, so... And I can see, because he's probably constantly getting attacked online and stuff, so he's probably getting no time to sit around with his mates and shoot the shit and just fucking have a joke and a giggle. It's always like, having to prove yourself to be number one and all that, you know? Whereas we're sitting around and going, this is what I think, what do you think? Okay, aye. What about a fart noise? You know, it's like... I don't know if he got that, because that's kind of what it was all about, you know.
Okay, the Grim Reaper. Oh, it's Tony.
Hello.
You know what, Tony? It's only took me a fucking week to forget what you look like with hair. you know, you get used to somebody with a new haircut, and you're like,
don't worry, it'll be back shortly. Hopefully.
Are you going to grow it back?
It's coming in a bit, Alan, aye. Fucking fed up. I'll tell you what happened. I liked my hair the way it was, but after I washed it, I sort of got a glance at it in the mirror, and out the corner of my eye, I seen a mullet. And I was my brother going in with clippers and doing that, skinhead. And I says to him, look, just put in my hair and try, give a haircut. And he's like, no, I can only do skinheads. So that's why I ended up with Alan. In fact, I was trying to impersonate you, mate.
Aye, mate. I felt the love. I felt the love for it. With support for the big baldy man. Craig's man to get his finger out and on, stop kidding himself on.
And please, as they far behind him.
Good evening.
If you could that, a blow dry the day, Craig.
No, Tony, I shaved my
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. My hair's in my ears.
That looks like a photo of Ryan Dawson there, by the way, when you put that forward.
A blonde Ryan Dawson, man.
I was immune to all those insults, man. I couldn't hear you. My hair was in my ears.
I shaved my forehead to get that look, Tony.
Oh, man.
Fuck, man. So, Alan, what happened to your channel?
Eh?
Did your channel get struck or something like that? No? I tried to find your channel and I couldn't. Hold on, maybe I was. Note it as, mate. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong one. No, mate.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh, no, it is Alan. It's still up. Sorry, mate. My mistake.
There's fucking loads of glitchy shit happening in that online the new, man, and cunts are thinking they're getting hacked and fucking... They don't put two and two together and go, there's obviously hundreds more people in their houses now, you know what I mean? Can't go out to work, they're blasting arse off of the airwaves using the fucking broadband, but they got a buffer thing we own their fucking show, and the next minute they think they're getting fucking hacked.
If you touched base with YouTube one today, Alan, in the sense that earlier on when I was busy, I seen I'm going to call him what is it, Pie Dude.
I watched it, mate. I did. I seen that he's uploaded a video, but I just hope he's on board with what he says.
I didn't watch it. Did you watch it? No.
No, not yet, mate.
No yet. Aye.
I've not got any volume. I would have watched it.
Mate, I've got an app for that, man. I swear to God, I've got an app for that. But there's an app
sometimes
for that,
people take a shit far too serious, man. We're on to have a fucking conversation and a wee carry on. When it starts going into people having mental breakdowns and losing jobs and worried about their wains, that's fucking odd. If you've got any grief with somebody, have it with a person. As I said earlier,
go and have a straightener or something. Turn up at their doorstep and go and fucking kick their cunt and don't. But mate, it's all a bunch of wee fucking. Like, I'd be surprised if they had a bollock between them, you know, because it's like a bunch of pussies. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like if you really wanted to fuck somebody over, you wouldn't find out where they lived and then released it on the internet. You'd find out where they lived and then go and put a baseball bat over their fucking head. You know what I mean?
I tend to see these cunts as remember when you ran about in a gang and you get into a fight, there were always that one person that would be a coat hanger. He would be one that would stand in Honey coats. But you'll usually fighting. That's what these characters are like. If they ever get into a fight, they'd shit themselves.
Or like the wee hairy Mary at the party. You know, the wee fucking fat cow that would fucking stone somehow, some way, orchestrate fights between every cunt. If it wasn't between the woman, because she was fat and ugly and jealous of the good-looking woman, it was between the guys, because they cunt wanted to shag her. I had that experience numerous times. Do you ever remember the house part?
Then you had the pretty birds, man, that cunts were killing themselves because they were wanting to pump at her, know what I mean? And they get it, know what I mean? I
felt sorry for pretty birds when you were younger, man, because they got it so fucking tight. Because remember the hard birds were the big fat ones, and they always used to give the fucking, you know, the soft pretty ones. Oh, the guys were like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like a fucking submissive fucking pretty girl, man. Like, all the guys were runner. And then you had these wee fat fucking tomboy fucking things wanted to batter cunts.
Spitting daggers at them.
You wouldn't catch crabs after the wee fat tomboy, you know what I mean? You'd always catch your crabs after the pretty man, you know what I
mean? Is that your excuse for going with the tomboys, Alan?
Oh, fuck, aye. We shop potters need it love too.
There's nothing wrong with Podgy.
You just went about the wrong circles.
German shot putters need love. Fucking need to reprocreate as well, man.
Roll them in flour and look for a wet, but
Blazing, I thought you'd fell asleep, Blazing.
Oh, I'm back now.
I don't want to encourage you, man, because I think you've had a can of lager or two, man. And like, once you pop, you can't stop.
No, I'm teetotal. I don't touch tea at all.
Oh, that sounds more like it.
It's good with your camera off though, because I can't feel your face. Like sometimes I get the 3D effect with your face popping through the camera at me, man.
This is my big Jewish nose.
Mate, I told you we're the Scottish Jews.
It's Blaze fucking Sheckelstein.
Oh man, is he joking about that stuff? Even like, can you
I'm good with it as long as I don't look sideways in the mirror.
Thank fuck you've not got a squint then, you're all good, mate. Oh. But you remember back in the day, I can remember being in a headspace at one point, right? And this is me being brutally honest. See, like, I could have been getting on as pally with anybody, with somebody. Well, in fact, that's not true. Like, I could have had a good impression about somebody in the music or TV or whatever. And then you hear they're Jewish. And you're like, oh. And I know I'm no longer like that, right? But I genuinely got put into a headspace at one of those points, you know what I mean?
I think we've all been there, because it's when you come on here, it's sort of first shit it fucking hits you.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And I just want to say, I love Israel, I love the Jews, I embrace them all. I just want to make that clear.
Have you watched Deke Jackson's new stuff, Tony? I don't know if you know he's
mate,
back up and running. Oh, you
No.
need to touch base, man. Oh, you know, like his kind of fucking dry wit, right? So he just basically, see what you said there? He's saying the exact same fucking shit.
You've got to do a preemptive, I love Israel, I love Jews, so they don't strike you.
You talking about the Samson option, mate? That's fucking what you talking about.
Oh, we've all got a nook under our arse. Waiting to get detonated. It's every cunt, regardless of religion. Religion is a byproduct for these fuckers. Just to latch on to get some support or to attack somebody else. I don't think any of these characters are religious in the fucking slightest. Money's their god. I don't mean Jews. I mean any cunt, like fucking international bankers, multinational companies, and I don't mean they're just all Jewish, but you know what I'm saying.
The rich cunts.
But I think they just use religion as a fucking badge. You know what I mean? So it protects them a wee bit, but I don't think any of them are fucking religious.
Well, here's one thing I think is quite hard to debate against, right? If you go and look at the Victorian society, the high society, and even like kind of the upper middle classes which went on to become high society, you know, kind of like, I know it's old money now, but back then it was new money. You know, like during the expansion, this is something interesting to think about. Before the Industrial Revolution and the expansion of the British Empire during the Georgian and the Victorian era and stuff, you only had an upper and lower class. You were either scum or not, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was only the advent of the Industrial Revolution which kind of invented the middle classes. So you would have these people that would work hard, get companies, do trade, merchants, that used to be out in their arse, but they're making fortunes now. Now Glasgow's the fucking ground zero for it. Mm-hmm. Glasgow was ground zero because Glasgow had little to no fucking lords on layers or money. But we had a lord and laird, but we didn't have any money. It was the only money that existed outside of fucking London and all that was with the sort of aristocracy. There was no money that existed outside the landowners. Whereas the advent of the Industrial Revolution bred that marriage of like fucking Lord Farquhar here saying to wee Joe who can fucking spin silk or cotton or whatever, taking a bit of his land and making a fortune. So like we think of the Victorians and the people that came out of the Victorian era and who made a fortune and who are fucking the establishment now, well, and it's established lord, layers and all sorts of titles and stuff. Back then they were still frowned upon by the aristocracy. So it's kind of like it's interesting to think that the middle classes didn't exist. Well, I don't know, maybe it's debatable, but
no, I get what you're saying, mate.
The way that we know it, the middle classes didn't exist until the Industrial Revolution, and then those people came to power. So this is why, like we were talking about it earlier, like, fuck waking up in the morning and think everything's doom and gloom. Everything's far from perfect. But we certainly stay, I would say, we certainly stay in a better predicament in 10 years, 20, 50, 40, the list goes on and on. And one of these things one of these things I like to point at is social mobility. Right? It's fucking certainly not, we're talking about the pros and cons of communism and capitalism, right? But I can see the pro of capitalism, where the incentive of the poor to become rich increases productivity, creatism, and entrepreneurialism and all that jazz. I've not witnessed it. I've not fucking done any tests, but I can see the theory in that. So I don't know, man. It's just like sort of a. It's interesting.
Sometimes I think the middle class was instigated to be a buffer between the fucking seriously rich and the plebs.
Aye.
I mean, because they would use them as proxy warriors in a fucking heartbeat. You know what I mean? As every group is, when you see all these...
can't exist right up into Parliament.
Sorry, Alan?
They fuckers exist. See, they people in their levels don't think that they cunts in Parliament are much better than half of the working class out here. They're still the puppets too. You know what I mean? There's a higher echelon above even politicians. You know what I mean?
The House of Lords, mate. The House of Lords.
Mate,
that's where Tommy Robinson's support comes from.
It's just that you want to say it's Illuminati at the top and booger booger. If you just want to say it's just cunts, you know what I mean? It's just rich cunts that want money's got no option. It's no object to them. You know what I mean? And the world will run the way they want it to fucking run, no matter what. It's just whether they make good choices or bad choices. But you've always got crazy fucks out there playing with shit, want to be God. You know what I mean? But
see, I was thinking about this. See, you saying that, Alan? I was thinking about this the other day. I don't see the world as polarised as good versus evil. I was thinking of it as the analogy of, like...
that just brings fear. That analogy's fear in its own, mate. You know what I mean? Fucking good and evil, fucking fear. It's what you make it.
Well, it's like I could easily, like, let's say for example, I throw out the term God bother quite a lot, right? And I don't mean it to be offensive to anybody that subscribes to religion, right? Right? But and I'll always go, like, they'll go, and I see this happening on the internet all the time, and like two people will argue. One will say I don't believe in God, and then the other will go, you're just Satanist then, and I'll go, well, like. So my position is I can't believe in Satan because I don't believe in that particular version of God. I believe in my version of God, but not that particular version of God, because my God or my version of God or whatever the fucking thing I've got, it's all encompassing. It's got the goods, it's got the bad, it's got the ups, it's got the downs. It was known as universalism back in the day, you know, where like the people wouldn't. It didn't matter if you were good or, you know, like. Typical religions and Christianity will teach you, do good, you go to hell, do bad, you go to hell. There's another train of thought that gets kind of... That was
an win-win situation here, Kip. Be good, you go to hell, be bad, you go to hell.
Oh shit, is that what I said there?
We're fucked.
Mate, that's my fucking fraudulent slip, man. I just know where I'm going. Maybe I'm on a highway to hell. But see, I'm a subscriber of universalism, where I think we're all going to a good place. At the end of it, right? Like, it's not one bad thing's going to get you put in hell. Like, see, I like, this is a crazy thing to say. I don't know if you understand this. I even think the bad people are trying to be good, right? Because I know when I've fucked up and done stupid shit and fucked up, mucked up and fucking been a retard and all that form of shit, somehow deep down that good fucking that person I really am, the fucking good dude that I really am, is still there. But there's just some shit misfiring at the time. So I don't think that's condemning me. Like, I know it will affect in my fucking, the way I've structured it in my head, I know it's no condemning me any version of hell or any of that shit. But I think that's the same for everybody. I try and not condemn people for, like, single acts of being stupid. You know?
So do you believe in the theory life after death then, Craig?
Well, I don't know if I believe in it, man, but I don't believe in reincarnation. The numbers don't work, and I'm a mathematics man. The mathematics behind reincarnation just don't work for me. That just blows it all away. Just the math behind it. But with regards to life after death, man, like I'm fucking open to the theory of that. But in the same token,
you must if we believe that there's no hell and that because my personal beliefs it's quite easy. I'm morally intact and I've got a connection with God. My morals don't need to come from a book to tell me what my morals should be. I know my morals are fine. You know what I mean? And I've got my connection with God.
But morals that, sorry Alan, I was interjecting, but morals that we know has been because we live in a Western society that's been brought up on Christianity. That's where morals come from.
No, you can.
No, I'm not saying your moral. I mean, morals that
I do get the programming.
No, I mean, but
I do get it. But I look at my mom and my dad, right? The program. See, if I'd have been programmed with my mom. See, my mom is the most loving person, but she brought me up with an iron fist. Now, I look at all the good in my mom, and I try and take away the bad in my mom, and I try and be that person. You know what I mean? It's like you just can only do better than the generation before me. You know what I mean? You can only try and do better. My morals, they can stem. Like my granddad he was an orangeman, but then became a born again Christian, which is just as fucking dangerous.
It's the same thing, mate. It's the same
fucking thing.
It's the same thing, man.
You did hear all the morals, but where my morals come from is when I listen to my heart, my gut. If I get a reaction to something wrong, you know it's wrong. If you get a reaction to something right,
you've got that voice in you, mate. You've got that wee voice in you. You can hear it now when you're doing something wrong.
That's God.
Well, that's what I call that my soul. That's connection to God.
That's your connection, mate. Right, and that's what people need to start paying attention to, mate. Is that because that's real? That's real. And it's invisible. Nobody can explain it to you, but you know it's there.
When you're emotional, when these things, when you're arguing, you don't get it because you lost a connection to it because you're that overwhelmed with emotion. You can't critically think and you can't listen to a voice in the back of your head telling you to take a step back and all that. No, mate, you're true. We need to. Sometimes, I don't know who I was to it last night, but sometimes when somebody says something, take a step back, count to 10, because usually when you react right away, it's not coming from the right place. You need time to fucking.
But it doesn't need to explain to you in words, mate. Feelings of energy and things like that's words. If you can work the feelings into words to make you understand better, you know what I mean? It's just paying attention and fucking. Aye, mate.
Acknowledging it.
As Craig says, I think that this is a school, and we know what we were coming into before we came. We'll have our turn. We'll go back. What did you learn this time? Right, okay, it's as simple as that, mate. I do believe in the higher realm, and we come down here to get a shot of flesh. Because we've not got the flesh, I believe we are spiritual beings.
My head went sexual there, mate, sorry.
You can't help it. We're here today. See the people that fear debauchery? No, get it up, you. You think you're going to be a fucking...
My head went sexual there again.
But you think because you like it up the arse, you're a fucking devil worshipper?
But you've got to admit it is unnatural. I don't know. I just think that sodomy's fucking wrong because there's no. You have sex to procreate. You can't fucking fuck somebody's arse and have them pregnant. You know what I mean?
Tony, I'll be honest, mate. I've had sex many a time, and it's not been for reprocreation, man. It's just been for pure pleasure, man. Chandeliers and all that. Woo!
You know, yes, it's for us to reprocreate. It's not.
I get you, mate. I get you.
And
I'm not encouraging it. I'm not encouraging anybody to don't stick your dick in anything you don't want to. And here's a word of advice: don't stick your dick in an asshole if he ain't fucking if he ain't willing to get it covered in shit. Here's a word of advice.
I'm going right. I'm not into that. Fucking dodgy Steve went and showed me a few.
Sex should be a thing between two people who love each other.
Hold on, I'm listening to Dodgy Steve here. What's Dodgy Steve up there?
Dodgy Steve shared that pictures and all that of the prolapsed arsehole, right? That but see if there was some dude out there that wanted to go and run his tongue up that because he wanted to beard that shit. Baron, mate.
Oh no, I'm the same, mate.
No shit. You know what I mean? If he wants to take inside of an arsehole, that's up to fucking.
That's what free will's about. No, I mean you can pick. And when I say sodomy's wrong, that's my view, and I wouldn't do it. But if somebody else wants to do it, that's their
It's
call.
the individual's
I'm
free
not
choice.
stopping
I'm
anybody.
glad these things exist so I can watch it on the internet.
And masturbate furiously.
No, but like I think we were talking about this the other night. It was like,
Stop sending him links.
there's stuff that you watch, right, that some people will find sexual, but you like. I'm not saying you watch it on a regular daily basis, right? But you'll touch base with it just that exists. Can you not remember that wee young innocent mind of a fucking young teenager? When like you were first opened up to the internet and just what? Just like the stuff that you never even entered your mind ever would possibly ever exist, and you're like, wow.
My equivalent was when I was about 10 finding a nude book. That was like equivalent of me finding the internet when I was like 20 odds. Oh my god. I was just
the old guy's internet.
The old guy's internet.
That was before the mobile phones came. I remember having one of the Scud books. It was quite explicit, man. It had the Bobby entry and the come all over the face and all that.
Oh, the ones that were illegal. I can remember pornography being illegal in this country.
Aye.
Well, I forgot it was underneath my mattress, man, right? And my in-laws in helping just remove her stuff out the house, man. And I lifts the mattress and I walks out the bedroom, man. There's the Scud book lying there on the floor. I'm on my father-in-law, look at my ex-wife, like, what the fuck's going on here?
Magic, man.
That windy
great,
jumped
down. Alan, are you sure that wasn't Dangerous Dave?
No, I'll take the dairy for that one. Dave's all right.
The nude books we used to find, they would have stars over the bell end and over the fucking pussy, and no things last week you couldn't fucking see them. What the fuck? Pure anticlimax.
That's why they like when
try to get hard on with that.
That's why when you were younger, all the European stuff was better because they would relax stuff over there. You know, this tells a story. Our laws against that came from our religious. Well, I would say our religious stance. You know, and like typically Britain's a proddy country, if you know what I mean. When you think about the establishment. So it came from like the conservative Protestant establishment who were staunchly against porn, like Jim Dawson, although he thinks gay sex is mandatory. And over in Catholic Europe, or more predominantly Catholic Europe, that's where you got all the fucking good porn. I mean, all the uncensored porn.
In America, it was in the 60s when the Catholics sort of were the ones that stopped porn and all that sort of thing, going into cinema and on the TV, and it was a film, a pawnbroker. It broke it because it's a Holocaust film and they showed tits in it, and they couldn't stop it because it was a Holocaust film. So that broke the watershed. So everything came in late 60s. This was after Vatican II. This all came in.
I think about that, man. I don't think I could have a wank or tits that was involved in a Holocaust, man. That's a bit dark.
I don't know. It depends what turns you on, Alan. There must have been a few Nazis having a wank over it.
I'm sorry for laughing, but I just had a funny picture in my head, man.
What did that funny picture look like, Alan?
You're chugging at somebody getting into a gas chamber with a side tit fucking showing.
They are wooden doors.
All right, watch what you're saying, Tony. Kip's got the team behind him. Fuck this, man. What do you need to bring them in for, man?
Look, they're fucking came to give us into trouble for talking about porn live on YouTube. This is dirty talk.
Brian Garrick looks as if you could be doing with a bit of fucking porn.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. With my hair, I can give myself a Brian Harris hairdo, I think.
I was just about to say, see if you're a porn type chip, you'd be on UK column.
I need to get my crucifix.
Who's a ponytail cunt again?
Patrick Henningsing or something. He came for Alex Jones all the way from the States.
Haircut him because that fucking ponytail's ridiculous.
Somebody should tell that Yank it's the UK column.
Aye.
That's all I'm saying.
He got starring Under Siege.
What?
Under Siege. Was he not in that movie?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
And Mike Robinson, he was Mr. Blobby in a past life.
Oh,
He
no.
took off his spots.
Do you know who Mike Robinson looks like, right? And you will know what I'm talking about, man, right? And this is quite disgusting, but it's true. You can see it for there. Do you ever remember, right, it first came up on the conspiracy circles, and it would be called the Alien Baby, right? And it was the picture of Tony knows what I'm talking about, and it's like a baby that's been born with some sort of a deformity, and it's got skin inside out or something, right? It's like, it's real, and it's like one of those fucking, it's like exactly what I was talking about, one of those things you look on the internet just out of morbid curiosity. He looks like that, Tony. Think about it.
What's that last thing?
No,
it's about wee green monsters coming out of the toilet. Critters, maybe.
Critters.
That's what it reminds me of, one of the wee critter monsters.
Oh, man.
God forgive us.
Yeah.
Terrible.
See this guy here? This is...
Wi-Fi.
Right now.
Does that know David Brent?
Yeah, Ginger, here fucking the Grind Dawson would love this dude. But this guy here is ex-GCHQ. Now let me remind you who GCHQ is. The Five Eyes. Do you know who the Five Eyes has a big problem with? 5G and Huawei. And do you know who the UK call them have a big problem with? 5G. Fucking getting mixed up now. Too many fives. I got 5 on it. Right, so now this UK column British nationalist is sitting over in Holland because he's pumping a nice blonde over there. Because can you imagine wee Casper the Ghost here getting a fucking good bit of skirt over here? Some city wanker.
Not for his fucking looks anyway.
Oh, I know.
His money.
It's his antenna.
See all these groups, UK, never mind the name. See if they're organised. Fuck them. See like these fuckers. Don't trust them at all, man.
Alex.
London real, London fucking real, and it's a yank. Come on to fuck, can't get any less fucking real than that.
I know, mate, it's ironic,
see him, sorry Kip, see him doing his fucking hip-hop and rapping. That is the most cringiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh, don't Kip, please, I'm having flashbacks to him. That is the most cringiest fucking thing I've ever seen. That's a guy going through a fucking late midlife fucking crisis. No, he's running like 15 years behind when he should have fucking had it. And I heard something the other day, that video I sent you, Kip, about
40 years, Tony.
You're not kidding, Bliss. That guy with the beard I sent you, it was talking about Brian Rose. He says to us, dude, we're going to raise £1 million. And he moved the goalpost and he says, no, we're going to try and get an extra 250,000. And the way he was talking as if they're just going to keep on doing that, moving the goalpost to collect more money and more money, more money. And it's a stupid Tommy Robinson, no disrespect to his crowd, but they're getting used as proxy warriors and fucking cash cows to throw money at these fuckers. And these characters are going to take that money and fuck off. There's not going to be any political change. There's not going to be any social structure getting rearranged. They're in it for the cash and then they're getting to fuck.
Hold on a sec, Tony. I need to,
so many times over, mate. Seen it so many times over.
Good rant, Tony, but I need to pick you up on one point. Kudos to Tommy Robinson over Brian Rose. At least his money that he cons off of people goes back into the community in the way of drug dealers and hookers. You know, so at least, like he is keeping the economy going. Brian Rose, I don't, man. He's just doing it in plastic surgery and fucking kickboxing fucking coaches for his midlife crisis.
He's investing in the Moss Side community.
Moss Side community. He's doing there with the fucking yardies, fucking selling gear. No, I don't know how people can't see through that Brian Rose. I just don't understand how you can use a term London real and you're not fucking British. You're not even for fucking... No, I mean, it's bad enough he's not for fucking London. He's not for fucking England. He's not for Britain.
But Tony, all the people he attracts haven't got a brain. They don't realise that.
I don't think it's that they've not got a brain. I think it's, well, some of them will be...
They're all patriots, and not got a brain. They can't think outside the box. They only just think, well, he's got London in his name, I'm going to support him.
You've got a good... But I think some of them are legitimately thinking that there's going to be change with his character, and they're not daft. They might be a wee bit gullible, but they're not stupid, you know what I mean? Their heart's in the right places. It's just that they're not investigating the fucking characters, right? And it doesn't take much.
Tony, you and Blazing just cracked it there without knowing it, right? Now, this isn't by accident. Where's Brian Rose coming from? He comes from business. Business involves sales. I listened to his retort to the Vice article today as well, right? He's a businessman, he's a motivational speaker, he's like, what? I've met a million and one of these pricks fucking when I worked in call centres, fucking standing in front of you, just talking pish endlessly, man.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's done, man, is it's just like fucking, it's pure sales what he's done. So, like, Blazing saying the people having to get brains. I know what you're saying there, Blazing, but that's no true, mate. It's just a pure... this is a reality, right? See from a marketing perspective, see if you get a mail list of 1 million people, you can pretty much predict how much of them you can hit in each X, Y, and Z demographic. These things exist. There's Brian Hurl. Brian, I'll give you 2 seconds and I'll spew my brains out and then I'll give you a wee phone in here. What was I saying there? The sales tactics. The numbers game, right? So fucking, this is one of the things you get taught in sales. Numbers, right? And the way I worked in telesales, right?
You're getting some inside information here.
Well, I worked in telesales, so they give you the psychology, and here's one pure reality of sales: numbers. Right? See if you're the worst salesman in the world and you chapping 10 million more doors than the next cunt, or you phone 10 million more people than the next cunt, you're going to get more sales than that person. Reality, right? These people aren't saying this for nothing. This is like, see people that want to sell you something, they do their motherfucking research more than people that make YouTube clips. That's for fucking sure, right? These people know. This is what scares me about Jim Dawson. This is the mentality of Jim Dawson knows how to get people in his back pocket, which is self-evident for me. He's a sales guy.
You know how to use trigger words to get people involved.
No, a numbers game. So that Brian Rose is running his wee fucking shindig, doing his... And this it's a side hustle. If you go and listen to what he's doing, he's been selling this business acceleration course for 5 years.
It's $3,000 for $3,000 a fucking whip.
It's a fucking it's an online course. So he sits and does this shit and goes, yeah, be yourself, and fucking gets. Anyway, it's a fucking. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. I would say it's a scam. People would say he's clever. It depends where you're coming from.
What side of the road you're standing on exactly?
Now,
was he not a banker?
Aye, mate, banking. That's what I'm saying. Banking, sales. It's all business is sales. Sales is fucking manipulating people to get you to fucking believe in them. That's why they walk about in fancy suits with big fucking knots kidding on it's their dick and big fucking things coming out their pocket. So it's a numbers game. This guy realised with his David Icke thing, he's like, boom, I've got so many eyes in one place right now. And this is where I wouldn't sell out, but I would capitalise on it, right? I would have done what he done. I just wouldn't have told lies and fucking manipulated and fucking... And I'll be honest here. If I had a fucking viral video that fucking 1 million or whatever, how many million eyes were on it, I would be like, right, how can I capitalise on this? I'm being fucking perfectly frank with you. But I wouldn't set up something that isn't what it is. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what the fuck I would do.
As long as you didn't jeopardise your integrity.
Exactly, mate, as long as I can sleep at night. That guy is completely went and fucking just lied to people. Lied and bullshitted. And I don't know if I can hear it because it's sales talk, right? It's basically saying anything, it's David Icke all over. Hundreds of words, fancy buzzwords, creating a beautiful picture, but it's unpacific. So I'll give you the most purest form, right? When I worked for British Gas, this is how we used to get. This is how we get taught to con old women, predominantly old people, out their money, right? So I worked for British Gas when the gas and electricity market was opened up. So we had call lists of British Gas customers to sell them electricity. So that made British Gas so much more powerful than anybody else. If you think about it, you're not cold calling somebody. See if you're calling for somebody that you don't have a relationship with, but we were calling people that we were already punting gas to.
Customers.
Now a lot
using
of
the British Gas name.
Exactly, mate. And a lot of old people would be confused. They still didn't get around their head that you could get your gas and electricity from one supplier.
Yeah.
So we had a script that all we needed to do was get the verbal nods at the right place. So you understand, but the weather's great out there, isn't it, Mrs. Simpson? Right? Get them to say yes in their head, and then before they get the chance to answer, you'd go, so you understand what I just said there? Yes.
Were you on the Wolf of Wall Street by any chance?
No, I was great at it, mate. Really good at it, though. See, when
you were going up in a film boiler room, it's the same sort of idea.
Oh, mate. It's a job for the young.
Did you ever get to ring that bell at the end of the month?
Mate, all sorts of retarded shit used to go around pretending you were on a horse and all sorts of craziness, man. But the best fucking shit was, like, you used to get bottles of champagne. The best shit was just no turning up and fucking for work on Monday. You'd walk in like that. And I swear, I'm no don't like. See, at one point I was clearing, oh man, and I was like fucking 21-year-old at the time, and I was getting. What happened is British Gas had just fucking upped their prices before everybody else, so they came in. Right, 2 secs, Brian, I'll get you in, mate. So they came in and British Gas just upped their prices, so. They came in and said, right, you're getting double bonuses. And I sold my shit out because I was really good at I was really good at it. And I was walking out for maybe about 3 months with about $2,000 clear a week. Like, I'm not even joking. Right, it was just odd because you would hit like, can't even remember, but it was at 10 sales a day, and then you would, if you hit that, you would. Oh, it was phenomenal money if you were making because British Gas was making a fortune.
Oh, they poor wee grannies. Fuck's sake.
That's where you. Do you know what? Welsh people, no offence to the Welsh people and old people. You know, like, see when you phoned up, man, you're like, oh, this person sounds stupid, brilliant. I couldn't do it anymore. I honestly could not do it anymore, man, because you like. But see when you're like 21-year-old and they're fucking offering you thousands of pounds a week, you're like, I'm in. You know what I mean? And then they're like, why didn't you turn up for work? Why didn't you turn up for work on Monday? Well, you paid me $2,000 last week.
$2,000 in Friday.
I'm good for a fucking couple of months, man.
Still trying to spend it.
Aye.
Hello, Craig.
Oh, hello, Brian. How you doing, my man?
Hello, Brian. Good evening.
Excellent. Your man who's above, he's absolutely spot on the ball. Knows what he's talking about. Yeah, absolutely spot on the ball. But I'll tell you about Brian Rose. He doesn't even own the company. It's owned by Lebedev, a guy called Lebedev, which is a Russian
the
oligarch
independent guy,
who works for Putin. Brian Rose doesn't own the company. The man above us is absolutely on the button.
It's the independent, isn't it?
Lebedev owns the company. A guy called Lebedev. Yeah, if you check it, you find it's hard to find, but he obviously works for Putin. The man's banging the button. It's very weird how 7 weeks ago, Tommy Robinson, aka Stephen Lennon, bought a 1.2 million house. It's got 24 hours.
Jesus, man. We are in the wrong fucking business. I'm going to become a Nazi. Fuck it.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's his gypsy blood.
£1.2 million house 7 weeks ago. Cash.
That's shocking.
It's his gypsy blood. He needs a fucking full residence. And he said to get travelling. Did you like that one, Tony?
The man above knows what he's talking about. The guy who was talking previously knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, how you been keeping anyway, Brian, all right?
Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. Watch your videos. You're a legend. As I say, we love your videos. We'll follow you. Yeah, you're on the side of right. We like that down here.
Mate, that's why I've got the crucifixes either side of me, man.
Where's the bandana? Where's the bandana, big man?
Oh, I've not got it tonight. Well, I don't know. Do you know what? I went around the supermarket tonight without a fucking face mask on, man. I've been listening to too much Alex Jones.
Well, we done on a little channel down here. We Brian tried to promote. He done a little on some guy who's got a beach channel down here. We went live today for 2 hours to expose Ian Puddock and Jonathan Wedger and Bill Maloney. So we've done a live today. Yeah, I'll send you the link where we went. But Brian just went for 2 hours live, 2 hours and 40 minutes at Ian Puddock and his little crew. Yeah, quite good because he just bought. Yeah, if you look at Reels, Free Speech channel, we went on there too. I stayed in the background. I'll come on a little bit to expose Puddock. Yeah.
Well, Well, drop us the link, mate, at some point. Do you know what? Drop us the link for Tuesday, and I'll share it on Tuesday.
That's what we're trying today, but he wants to give you a personal thank you, which if you don't mind me giving him your number, to say thank you for what you've done. Yeah, because you do.
Welcome,
listen, you tell the truth. That's what it's about. Telling the truth.
Well, that's a matter of debate, mate, because I think Rangers are the best football team in the world.
Well, they're not. It's West Ham.
Yeah. Oh, you're a West Ham man. You're a West Ham man. Oh, mate, man, you fucking... No, come on. Right, do you know what I could have had? I could have said yes.
We bought Frankie McAvenny.
Mate, you'll probably going to... Mate, you've had the fucking soul ripped out your club moving to that fucking...
I know. Yeah,
mate, that's a kick to the balls, because West Ham was a traditional club.
I know. It's horrible. The stadium's horrible. We used to be on the, what you call it, the chicken run, in the South Bank, North Bank, right next to the players. You're 50 metres away. There's no atmosphere. No atmosphere.
Yeah, but you know you're talking shite. Celtic's the best team.
Here, look, listen to that. Look, Hitler fucking supports Celtic. Fucking boom-proof evidence. Look, if you couldn't make Celtic look any worse, mate, now Hitler supports Celtic. Look, he has to get rid of Hitler because he's making Celtic look bad.
Brian, Frank McAvenny was fucking outstanding, mate. I seen him I seen him in the cup final semi-final against Hibs. Bang 2-in. Brilliant, man. Brilliant.
We love Frankie down here. He's a legend in our eyes down here.
He's a legend.
We used to call him good time, Charlie. He liked the ladies. He was a ladies' man. He was a ladies' man.
He was banging like free models, not. Sure,
yeah, but
you ever seen
Only the Fat?
Only an Excuse? Well, they done it's a comedy up here called Only an Excuse. And
no, I haven't seen that.
It was like a picture hall, and it had Titanic. And the next thing, it shows you like a comedian dressed like Frank McAvenny, and he walked out and done that. There wasn't even a tit in it.
In all respect, though, he was a good player. I can't say because he's West Ham. He's West Ham. I like Frankie. He could play.
I'm sure he was. I think it was Paisley was born, and he played for Celtic.
Yeah, that's correct. That's right. We did.
See, if you like your football banter and stuff, definitely check that out on YouTube, man. Frank McAvenny. What's the name of the program again, Tony? I'm fucking keep saying that. Only an Excuse. Only an Excuse.
Only an Excuse, yeah.
I get every Scottish fucking comedy fucking ever invented amalgamated into one at points.
You're Rangers, Craig, aren't you? You're a Rangers boy.
For my sins, mate.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't mean this wrong, there's only really two great teams up there, really.
Celtic and Celtic.
Rangers and Celtic.
Rangers and their second team.
Rangers have been non-existent for the last 9 years, as you can tell, because we've won the League 9 title. Kip, you ever drinking an invisible drinker?
It must hurt the Rangers fans. That must hurt them dearly.
And Brian, I went through it in
the 90s. In the 90s, yeah. Well, they won 11. Didn't they win? Rangers win 11 titles on the trot or something like that?
Don't say that because we're going for the 10 in a row. You're going
for is this your 10th year now?
Done it in the 60s. Rangers done it in the 90s.
Here's a hard question for you, Brian. Here's a hard question for you. Yeah. When was the last time West Ham won it?
Listen, 70. We won the cup final in 70 years. That's horrible, isn't it?
Is that the honestly last time in the 70s?
No, not 79. And 81. We were that was the FA Cup. Obviously 80, 980. Yeah, but yeah.
I could honestly believe he's won something in the 90s.
Every year. But we have good fans. You and me. We're not the greatest club, in all honesty, but we have good fans. But
see, in my opinion, mate.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question as a Scotsman. Yeah. Why is it the best managers come from Scotland?
I know this reason. This is a conspiracy reason. Because football's a old man's club. A good boys club. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, there's a hierarchy within football when you become like sort of established within the fraternity.
Yeah.
And then that like I don't know like so you'll be so the Scottish people are highly thought of within the fraternity that exists in and around football, I would say.
It's like a religion to you, isn't it? It is like a religion to you up there, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I don't want to get too conspiratorial and all that, but it's just like
I've
the
been
old boy club. It's the old
Scottish.
links.
My granddad's Scottish, but it's like life and death to you up there. On the Celtic Rangers game, it's life and death.
Mate, don't say that. We're trying to get away from that, man. Not too many people die.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
I'm joking.
I'm only saying what I've seen. I'm only saying what I've seen.
I'm all joking aside.
I've been up there on a Rangers game. It's scary.
It reminds me of a cracking joke, though. It reminds me of, I don't know if it's a Scottish comedian or whatever, but the joke kind of goes along the ways like, you know your city's fucked up when your claim to fame is, aye, we're fucking hard and fucking violence, aye. You know, it's like almost like something to high and high esteem. You know, you'd be talking about art and culture, like Glasgow.
Who's a Scottish young comedian who says that? The Scottish guy, he's really funny. Who's a
Frankie
Scottish
Boyle.
comedian?
Frankie Boyle.
No, the younger one.
Cunt for Clydebank, guy for Clydebank. Who's that?
Kevin Bridges.
Bridges.
No. Yes.
That's where I've heard that. That's where I've heard that.
That's where I've heard that.
Well spotted.
He's the bollocks. I've got to say, yeah, he is. You want to watch his just watch his first video that he done about 6 years ago about the guy who asked him for £1 at the bus stop. Hilarious in Glasgow.
Mate, he's not even lying, man. I swear to God, that's your fucking bread and butter walking down fucking Glasgow, man. I remember once I was down in, it was the one time I was going down visiting Dino and Stonning in Manchester, right? And you get the usual fucking, it's the same old fucking guy comes like, any spare change, pal? Right? And I just turn and go, no. And he's like, huh? You Glaswegians are hard as fuck, aren't you? Like, what the fuck?
I told you the other day, I was up in Scotland like years ago when I was a young lad working in Glasgow University doing the flooring. And I never knew, I was only like young. And I wore an England top and they sent me home. They sent me home and told me to change. I wasn't allowed to wear England football top. They're serious up there. They're serious up there.
It's related, kind of like everything's seen it. Like, see England, it's Rangers.
If you come here, Craig, if you come down here and wore Rangers, you won't be sent home. You won't be sent home.
The thing is, see in Glasgow, like Tony and Alan will notice that. See, England isn't seen as England. England is pro-day Rangers, right? Same way like an Ireland top. That isn't Ireland. That's Celtic Catholic. So we are Rangers and Celtic top. So basically, anywhere that doesn't want violence, they ban football colours. Football colours are kind of banned for most people, places in the town, and especially on game days and stuff.
Well, even countries though. But this is countries.
No, but like England is Rangers up here, mate. See if somebody sees somebody in a pub with an England top. That's a proddy bastard.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Oh, is that what it is?
Oh,
really?
aye, mate. Aye. So they wouldn't even. And
Rangers promote a Union Jack.
And then if they heard your accent, they would think you're fucking Chelsea headhunters.
I went to Glastonbury in 1990, meaning a group of my mates, and me and my cousin was wearing a Celtic top and I was wearing a t-shirt with a big Celtic badge, and I have never been abused so much in my fucking life. Every English person we walked by called us Fenian bastards. The only ones that didn't fuck us about was the Welsh. They were brand new ways, but
see,
I don't mean everything.
I'll be honest with you. Because my granddad come from Glasgow. Craig knows this. He come from the Gorbals. I know it's gone now, but that's where my granddad come from, the old Gorbals in Glasgow. And he brought us up quite strict, my granddad. He's very strict, man. Quite hard, to be honest with you. Quite hard. But he was just tight with money. Yeah, careful with money. But lovely bloke, but hard.
Is that Jew?
I'll be up.
Is that Jew? Keep my money.
Yeah. He was. He used to paint his trainers rather than buy a new pair. I swear to God. No, honestly, I swear to God. He used to paint them. Johnny, this is the God honest truth. Yeah. Be careful, buddy. Oh, the Night Bruins. The Night Bruins. Yeah. What's that?
That's right. Brian went and done up a pair of his old trainers, wasn't it? He brought them back to life again. He done a YouTube.
You know what he did? What he did. You'll hear this first.
Do you know what's funny about that? I seen a pair of the exact same trainers that he's changed the colour of the blue ones to the red. I seen them for like £65 on eBay, brand new. He's bought a blue pair and went to all the expense of buying all the leather dye paints and dyeing
No,
them.
he did that for a thing called Back to the 90s.
But you can buy them.
Remember?
You can buy the red ones. I don't know.
Do you remember?
Why did they dye them?
No, I'll tell you what happened. If you want to hear, he did a thing. He's doing a thing called Back to the 90s. Do you remember the movies Back to the Future?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
So he's got all the t-shirts. Well, I'll send you the pictures. He's got the actual boots, the hoverboard, the top. Yeah, yes. Do you want me to send? No.
I bet he wears Calvin Klein pants.
No, he don't. Yeah, but I'll send you, if you want me to, Clips, I'll send you the pictures he sent me. Back to the 90s. What you saw.
If you watch your film, you'll get the.
See if we go back to the 90s. If he goes back to the 90s, see if he wears his white Parker and starts singing fucking Just Another Day, I'm getting the fuck off the channel. I can't take any more of that. And I know you are going to say, how the fuck do you know his name, Stone? How do you know his songs? I was a Brian fan.
That was going to be my point.
It's popular music back then.
Go on. Yeah. All right. Had a beer. When he's had a beer, yeah?
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Did you have a white Parker?
What? I didn't have a white one, no.
But at least it was the boys' zone.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
You
still got the earring? You still got the earring?
Kip's still get to take that tattoo. He's not got it covered yet.
Aye, I can thank Brian Harvey for that one, because his material back in the day when me and my pal started out in the music scene and that, did run about the pubs and that, it was always the boy band.
The birds chasing you. You must
have
been...
I'm not saying because I like Clips. I'm going to give you an exclusive here. Right, this was my anniversary last week. Right, for my wife, we're all in isolation. Right. So Brian, thank you. Brian done me a song, which is our anniversary. You know the wedding song. I'm going to send you the song he sent me. Now listen, I'll happily, you can play it. Yeah. I'll personally send you what he done for me. And you tell me the girls will love you. Trust me. I had a wonderful evening, wedding night. Anniversary. Yeah. But happy. Come off now, send it and come back to you if you want me to. Yeah.
But did you know that the Duke of Wellington statue in Glasgow with his phone on its head is a tribute to Brian Harvey in his old big hats he used to wear?
It's on my WhatsApp. Do I send it to you on WhatsApp, Clips, or? What? Wish you up. Okay, stay there. This is just for you because you've done a lot for us. Yeah. Okay. What? Now you get a love song from me. You get one from me, Craig. yeah.
Brian loves me. Oh.
Right, Clips. This is
a cover tune and an original.
No, he's wrote this. I shouldn't be saying it, but I'm going to. He's wrote this, and it's one of his tunes. But there you go, Clips. Send it to you.
Right, play it, Kip. Play the tune. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
He's getting fucking tension in his asshole.
I know you Scots are tough men.
My
I know
pants
you
are
Scots
descended
are.
off.
Listen,
Fuck it.
before you play Eclipse, it's that he wrote this for his friend whose mum died, and I know you Scots are tough boys, but just have a listen.
Yeah. Kip, check your microphone, mate. Make sure you're not.
Hello.
There he is.
Back once again with that's the Deep State Illuminati attacks, guys. Deep State Illuminati. I'm not even joking. I honestly think that is the Deep State Illuminati. But by the magic.
Have you got it, Trey?
What I'm going to do, mate, is shit. Right. There's 2 courses of action I can do here. I can play it through my phone into the microphone. Everybody can hear it. Shite quality.
Just do that.
Or I can open it up on my computer and play it to the people at home in brilliant quality, but you guys are snookered. Let's all share it together, because let's
hear it together. Just us a lot. Let's just hear it together. I don't really want many people hearing it.
No.
Right. Let me see if I can. I need to download it.
I hope I've sent you the right one.
I need to hit the jump button shortly. No, I just need to download it first, mate. That's what's going on. Right, I need to change this background. It's making me a wee bit disconcerted.
It's a bit creepy. It's a bit creepy,
no,
mate.
It's like after a while, I'm thinking of the baby Jesus. Just
about that hammer your left shoulder, mate. That you do look like his love child, man.
Garish.
You look like Brian Garish.
Shut the fuck up, man.
It looks like Brian Garish. It does look like Brian Garish, doesn't it? UK column.
Me and Garish are fucking rivals. Look.
That's better. That looks like Iona. That looks like Iona.
You can't put you and Garish together with a picture when you've got that scene.
Fuck Garish, you, mini-me.
You cheeky bastard.
Right, there we go, man. Chilling like a villain, man. This is Loch Long. It's a wee secret spot on Whoppit Loch Long.
How many times have you had your hole up there, mate?
Sorry?
Well, I don't call it Loch Long for no reason.
Loch Long.
You've had your nookie mini in it.
Honestly, my moggies me into. See, every time I say Loch, I get my moggies me into trouble so much, man. I'm too Anglified with fucking my lock. You know, like I'll say lock, and there's a wee bit of, but
loch.
Aye, some people ain't happy unless you're getting your eyes spitting. Right, that's it. All downloaded. I'm only like that in the bedroom.
Are you playing the song or not?
I'm only like that in the bedroom. No.
I want a copy so I can go and sing it in the pubs.
You'll get some love tonight. You'll get some love tonight.
Oh, hold on. What the fuck? All right, I forgot where the microphone is. Right, I'm going to rewind it. Shit.
It's funny, Mum, I told you that I'd never write another song, and I don't believe in God. I hope that I'm wrong, cause I want to ask him why he takes such a beautiful, strong woman away, never thought of herself. Too busy doing everything for everyone else, Mum. I see you every time I look at myself. My reflection kind of helps me to reflect on our wealth. We were filthy rich when we were together. Kind of funny, cause we never had 2 pennies to rub together. 2 bees in a bob, birds of a feather. I could walk through the bad weather, you were like my umbrella. Now I'm sitting here knowing I'll never get to ever see that beautiful smile of yours, wondering whether I could carry on without you. But I made a promise that I'll never let you down, and I won't. I can't let go of yesterday. God, give me a reason I should stay. And I just wish that you could come back, and I would give anything to see you laugh again. It's gonna be hard not to see your face. I really miss you. So I'm sitting in the living room right there. I find myself myself staring at an empty armchair. Can't bear that photo frame that me and Janet built. Cause I can't look at you now, I'm right with guilt. Cause I can't look at that beautiful lady looking so proud of a newborn baby. I could seriously drive myself crazy. Should've seen the signs earlier. And if I had maybe, you'd still be here calling me lazy. I miss everything, mom, even the days we didn't say a word to each other, just as stubborn as each other. That's the kind of son and mother that we were. Our relationship was unique. All I wanna do is sleep, cause I dream and I hear you speak. Suddenly forget what was spoken, I've woken. I'm alone and my heart's still broken.
I can't let go of yesterday.
I'm alone and my heart's still broken. Look.
God, give me a reason I should stay. And I just wish that you could come back. And I would give anything to see you laugh again. It's gonna be hard not to see your face. I really miss you, yeah. I can't let go. I miss you. Let go. I'm alone now, you're gone. I can't. I miss you. Let go.
I apologize for all the times I made you cry and that I didn't get the chance to say goodbye. Somebody tell me why. Is it that after somebody passes you forget all the laughter and things that you water? Suddenly you're in torture. Every bad word comes back and it haunts you. Cause there's no line, mom, me and you fought to high heaven, but no money in the world could have brought the friendship that we had. Mother and son, you and my dad, brother, sister and mum rolled into one. Everything I never had you were. So when I feel like I'm gonna cave in, I say think of her. Pick yourself up, that woman's still alive. You're the living proof that she never died, she's there inside. She's your strength and your energy. Every step you take, memory that you make, every breath you take, dream that is yet to break, opportunities that you get to take. Never forget the great woman that made you. Look at yourself and say what it is she say to you. Cause
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I can't let go of yesterday. God, give me a reason I should stay. And I just wish that you could come back. And I would give anything to see you laugh again. I don't think it's gonna be hard not to see your face. All this pain, I really miss you. I can take all this pain every day. I don't care. I can take this, you all this pain. You go, yeah. Baby, if you've got to go away, I really miss you. I can't move on or let go. You're gone.
Even your big
Baby,
hard
if you've
Scotsman
got
must
to
feel
go
good.
away, I can't.
Even your big hard Scotsman must feel good.
You're gone.
Let me be honest, see, because I'm playing it down the microphone so much, I can't hear it.
Come on,
as
all
much
right,
as
all right, I can hear it well. I hear it well.
I know you can probably hear it better than I can.
We can, I can, I hear it well.
But don't worry, man, I've got it on my phone forever.
Well, you got an exclusive now, yeah, but
Mate, well done,
even
Brad,
you,
if you're watching, man. Well
even
done.
I
you
was-
big hard Scotsman must feel that.
That was cool, man. So that was for your anniversary. Did you say?
His friend's mum died last year,
Right.
and he wrote that for his friend's mum, his friend, sorry, not his friend. Yeah, his mum died last year.
Yeah, good on him, man.
I mean,
Brilliant, mate.
Good on him.
Absolutely.
That was cool, man.
yeah, that's for you,
I
Craig,
wish I
because you
wish
built
I'd
this
I
out.
wish I'd that gift, man. That'd be brilliant. I'm already doing covers and things like that, know what I mean? But to have the gift to actually produce your own music and it's sounding like that.
And write it,
that's a
and he
gift,
wrote
man.
it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'll be honest. I prefer these hip hop's kind of styly stuff, but that's just my preference in music. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful tune.
The flavour's still in it, but
That
you
was-
can still feel
aye,
That was
aye.
that Craig. That was for the lovers out there. That was for the lovers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. That's the slow dance at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I don't even think that exists anymore. The slow dance
I
at
don't
the
think
end
it
of the
does,
night.
Craig. I think that's the 80s. I think that was the 80s.
That's where you get a sticky finger, wasn't it?
Can you ever do you ever remember the comedian? I can't remember who it was, and they went into the kind of obviously like it's a joke, but it's just a comedy train of thought, and they were talking about like, oh, these kids having wains nowadays and all that. Oh, you will know who it is. It's that London guy. Oh, you know who I'm talking about.
Mickey,
going out. Are you going out?
Out tour. The out tour.
And he was talking. He was talking about like fucking what happened to a good. What was wrong with a good old fingering?
A good fingering. Yes.
That's what's wrong with these kids today. I fucking doing all this fancy shit. What's wrong with a good old fingering back in the day?
You remember that Friday night? You'd drink me your pals, and one of your pals would come round. They'd go smell that.
Oh man, Alan, us guys only meant to admit that in public, mate.
Here's our faces,
Mickey Flanagan. Mickey Flanagan, his name was. Mickey Flanagan.
Mickey Flanagan. He's great, man. I like him.
Oh, he's the bollocks. Yeah, he's East End boy. He's quality.
It's just his accent and swagger. You're already. You really buy into him.
You can. He's very same as Kevin Bridges. Talk stories, real stories, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and that's the comedians I like.
Aye, mate. When you can paint a picture and everybody can relate to it, because the blog it's something that's happened, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's done another tour as well. Another thing it's called. Another thing in it. Yeah, that's good as well. Yeah, he's my favourite comedian, Mickey Flanagan.
See, one of my all-time favourites was, I think it's because his craziness and his energy, you know what I mean? It's Lee Evans. He had one of the faces.
Yeah, I went to the Wembley. I've done the Wembley tour, and I came up for the Edinburgh one when he done in Edinburgh. Yeah, he's funny. He's funny as fuck. But he's retired now. He's retired.
Is he?
Yeah, he retired.
I'm not the biggest fan of him, to be honest.
No, I'm not. So it reminds me of Jerry Lewis. It's like sort of slapstick fucking.
Yeah,
I'm not. Like my favourite comedian is Norm Macdonald, Canadian guy.
Never heard of him.
He tells a 12-minute joke about killing a bird, and an hour one's like a 5-minute joke about a moth.
What, a bird or a bird?
No, a bird. He tells you how. He premise it as serial killers go to all the lengths to stalk and get it. Then they bury a person in a shallow grave. So I think they do put a bit more thought in it, and he goes in to tell you what he would do if he and they put it in Norm Macdonald 12-minute joke.
Sorry, say that name.
Norm Macdonald, MAC. Norm Macdonald.
Okay.
Norm Macdonald.
I like. He's quite not political. He's George Carlin. I'm 50 years old, so I'm old. You probably wouldn't know these, but George Carlin.
Oh no, I know him, man. He's old school. He's OG in the conspiracy world because of the truths he told.
He's out there. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's a bit like yourself, Craig. He just tells it as it is.
Fucking system, man. We're a big club, and we're not in it. That's his fucking.
That's it. Yes. We're in the club and you're not in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been doing that in the 60s, man. Know what I mean? Fucking.
I'm 50 years old. I'm old. So,
is Alex Jones not George Carlin?
I'm 51. I'll be 51 in September.
Oh, the same age. Yeah. So you know George Carlin. Yeah.
You're a good-looking cunt for your age. You know what I mean? Tony still looks about 30, doesn't he?
It's all that heroin. It's all them drugs I took kept me young.
Mate, I think it's preserved your fucking body, man. I think. See, when you get fucking clean, mate, you just took off after your fucking previous fucking clean cell.
The weather up there. The weather's shut Scotland.
Do you know the fucked up, Tony? See, saying that aside, like. You're not doing too shabby. You're not doing too shabby for your age. But fucking put a wee bout of cancer on top of it. You know, you're like, mate, you should fucking write in at the BBC, fucking about oil of Uli or something.
I'm still smiling.
Tell them, make up some shit that you flung in your face or something, man, and phone in the BBC and go, this is how I stayed youthful. They'll do a fucking show on you, man.
I'm lucky, man.
Well, you've got a story to tell.
I've got 6 children. My wife's only 35, so
Oh, fuck. So you're starting again? You get 6 children?
I've got 6, yeah.
Hold on. He wins. Blazing.
No, wait a minute. Tony could
Alan, loser.
Tony could get a contract for a moisturiser.
Mate, they've got 5 each.
Fuck you, Blaze. You fucking dick.
Here,
Could
you
see me
three.
doing oil of Yuli.
Right, I'm not joking. Like, hold on.
Harsh.
I'm a quite polite person, right? But if somebody was to ask me, right, what do you think Tony is? Right, and I swear to God, out of politeness, I think I'd go, about 30. I'm not even shitting you, mate.
Man,
I don't know if you've got a good camera. Have you got a fucking filter on or something?
No, not at all.
Is there hookers? Is there hookers standing in that street behind you that's fucking subliminally?
Aye, you're trying to get your hand in my pants, you cunt.
I'm trying to get a sticky finger off of you, man. I'd say about 38, 39, just about your age.
Honestly, I used to put my body through drugs, heroin, all that sort of, and I wasn't on heroin for a good 15, 17 years. And as I say, I'm not shy to say this because I don't give a fuck. Yous guy, Big Cookie Peter, all yous guys were a heavy support structure for me because I was coming off drugs and I get fucking hot with terminal cancer, and I was like, I didn't know where I was going, and yous all held me.
You came off drugs and then get told to go on more drugs. Fucking there's a fucking oxymoron.
On his morphine. You know what I mean? I'm like, get out of fuck. Gave him it back. No, so it's good being.
To be honest, Tony, you should have took it and sold it in the illegal market.
You breaking up, Brian?
Brown, I defended the Brown, and he went on to the methadone, but the methadone.
Who's this, Brian? You're breaking up a wee bit, mate.
Turn your camera off, Brian, and it'll just be.
Made him worse. Honest. My camera's on.
That's what I'm saying. If you put it off, you went to up, mate. Your audio's breaking up.
Oh, sorry. I'm sitting in my bedroom. Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay, mate.
No,
we're just
the
saying
video takes up a lot of your bandwidth.
Just press a wee camera on the bottom, and a line will go across and it'll cut your screen off, but you'll still be able to talk.
Right.
So I was taking the camera off. Yeah.
That's better, mate. That's better.
That's what he's meaning. That will help your bandwidth.
I had a friend who was on. I had a friend who was on, a good friend of mine who was on the Brown. We call it the Brown down here. Yeah. And then he went on the methadone program, but that seemed to make him worse. Actually, the methadone program. He was in a bad way. You and me, quite a bad way. How long was he on methadone for? If I'm honest, he was doing at the beginning. He was doing both. He was still.
That's what I was doing.
He was injecting, and he called it boot. I've never seen him inject because I couldn't watch it. But he's a very good friend of mine. Not like 10 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me. Not great to see, if I'm honest. Yeah, he was doing the both, and then he came off it. I
was on the anti-methadone. Well, at the latter stages, and the methadone was torture because all it done was put you in.
That's what he said to me, and I couldn't understand that because he had to go.
Don't get me wrong, Brian.
Well, he was embarrassed. He had to go to the doctors. No, not doctors online. The pharmacy,
chemist every day. Pick it up in front of people.
And take the drink in front of people. It wasn't private or nothing like that.
I done the same, mate, and it's what the worst bit about it is what I found. Don't get me wrong.
It's embarrassing.
If you do it right, but see if you don't use skag and tap it makes you stable and you can have a bit of a life. But in saying that, the doctors on the inside take you off it. The doctors on the clean take you off it. They, as far as they're concerned, if you're stable, they'll get you. And I know people knew that I took it away 20 years ago, whatever, and they're still on methadone after like 20, 25 years.
Yeah. I took him in for 11 days, and I locked him in, not locked him in, but kept him in my room for 11 days. And we call it down here going cold turkey. That's what in London we call it. You've never seen nothing like it. All I can describe it. I've never seen it. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I've never seen it.
Do you know, I know a guy, it was on skag and methadone for donkey's years, and I started taking THC oil for my cancer, and I said to him, I says, look, I've read up on this and it works for opioid addiction.
Yeah.
Guy got it, took it, and after 25 years I've been on methadone, inside 3 weeks he was off it. No withdrawal, nothing at all. And my mate went and says to his doctor about it, and the doctor told me fuck off. And do what?
Yeah.
It's
Do you think that? Do you think the methadone is than the brown? Because I do. Do you think the methadone? Yeah.
It's worse than the brown, definitely.
Yeah.
A million times worse.
Yeah. He told me that.
Is it not? Is
I
it not?
Understand it because it's supposed to be a substitute.
It's
supposed to be a substitute.
Well, do you know what, Brian? I think you just answered your own question. Thankfully, and fucking, here, Tony, this makes me believe in the fucking God, man. Thankfully, I've never fucking went near that shit somehow, fucking weird way.
Sorry about that.
But what I was going to say is it is a substitute in the sense that it's substituting black market profit for state profit.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's all I see it. It's no solving any addiction. It's just here, like, take this shit instead of that shit.
Instead of you going to your street dealer, you're going to a doctor and they're dealing for you.
Aye, so fucking Lord Farquhar's.
With heroin, you've got maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks tops, feeling like shit, cold turkey. Then after that, it's mind games. With methadone, it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks, and you've got constant fucking mind games. Because that's, see, new sitting here, in the back of my head, I know what Skag's like, and I know how fucking good it is, and it's destructive. I don't mean that the way it sounds. I'm not trying to play it up.
No, but you can't lie, Tony. You need
it's some. I love smack. If I had a choice, well, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want to fucking fall with my son and all that. But if I never did any family, I wouldn't have come off it. I'd have stayed on it. But I liked it. I'm not going to lie. It was fucking my life up totally.
Now, do you still see now? How long have you been clean, Tony? That's a good number.
Sorry about that.
When Declan was 10, he's 11 years ago. So that was what? 2009, 2010, something like that.
Right. So a fucking long time, mate. Right. So do you still? Because I know where you're coming from. Because you're like no denying the fact that it fucking feels great to be fucking smashed out. You're not. I think that's like a lie. But in the sense that, like, do you now feel that you might be getting towards like? And I don't know this. I'm not putting. I'm curious. I'm curious. Do you now like? Are you getting anywhere towards the mindset of where you feel like? Because fuck's sake, I'll get my own addictions to fucking try and fucking conquer, you know what I mean? So I'm fucking trying to relate. So, like, do you ever fucking sit back and go like that? I'm so fucking glad I'm where I am here right now. And I'm not saying that you can't deny that getting high out your tits is fucking... But you need to accept the fact that if you went there, you'd be on it every day and it would destroy... I know
that, Kip, because I've got an addictive personality, and if I was to take it once, I would let up. So what happened to me, my catalyst was my boy came in one day for school when he was 10, and he asked us, he says, Dad, do you know, and he mentioned the guy's name, and I says, aye. And the guy just died of an overdose 2 days before, and Declan was in school with his son. And when Declan asked me about heroin, he says... what way do you take it? Do you take it the same way, meaning injecting? I says, aye. And he says, could you die? And I says, because I don't believe my boy. And I says, aye, it could happen. And the look of fear on his face.
Scary.
I knew I was a scumbag. And it was my son was a catalyst for me to get enough. I wanted to prove to him that I could do it.
Hold on a sec. I'll correct you, Tony. It was your scumbag. It was your scumbag face.
Aye. You see, but how do I feel now? I wasn't going through a traumatic time. I wasn't going through as traumatic a time. I was going through a traumatic time then. Now I'm more stable. I've got my family. But my wee brother.
Do you not think it's an addictive personality, Tony? Do you not think it comes with like addictive personality?
Because I was gambling and all that.
My mate, he died at 33. 33. We tried with him, but there was no. He used to say to me, "It calls him." I could never get to it. It calls. Yeah, if you know, I don't know if you know that expression. It calls. He says, "Brian, it calls me. It calls me."
You know what it takes, Brian? You can be off. You could be 2 days without it, and all it takes is one person phoning you or coming. Right. My mate used to come to my door and knock the door and done it. I've got a tenner, and I'd be like, "No, I don't want anything." I'd shut the door, and within 2 minutes, my mind would be. Go and get it. Go and get it. And once that seed's planted,
it's a very tight circle, the heroin circle, if you know what I mean. They keep themselves to themselves. Do you know what I mean?
But they're always, when you're on it, I was one of the few, and I'm not just saying, I was one of the few, wasn't a snide bastard, but most of them are snide as fuck, and they would they would gladly watch you OD so they could get a wee bit more kit off a spoon. No?
It's a very selfish.
I was walking down the road when Declan was about 2 years old in a pram. And as I was walking down through this close, this masonette, I seen a lassie and a guy that I knew carrying an guy out that was OD'd, and they were laying him in a close to die. And I went to an ambulance, and wait, hear this bit. I went and phoned an ambulance, and the ambulance came up and took the guy up in a wee chair and took him up the ambulance.
Yes.
And they took up the ambulance. He was starting to come out. It went over, but he was beginning to come out it, and they were ready to give him a hit of Noxalone. I don't think it was Noxalone at the time, but it was something along them lines. Noxalone is something that stops you ODing. Yeah. And they were ready to give him a jab, and he grabbed the guy's on and done it. No, don't do that, because I've not got another tenner for a bag.
Yeah. Do you know what I never got, Tony? Do you know what I never got with my friend? And he died, unfortunately. What I never got was, many chances, like 6, 7 times we got him clean, or we thought clean. He wasn't, because we went back to it. He sold his children's beds, things like this, that you would never do. I can't imagine anybody doing that.
I'm not saying people think I'm bullshitting here. I was one of the few that didn't do that. I didn't go out stealing. I didn't go out robbing. I used my broom money. Me and my mate we call it camped up. I get my gyra 1 week. He gets gyra 4 week, and we helped each other. No, but it's a part of my life. It was granted it was fucked up, but it was an experience. That made me who I am now. You know what I mean? I get you one shot, Brian. I get clean, and I never.
How long you been clean, Tony? Why asking?
That's what 10, 11 years, something like that.
Fucking hell, well done to you. Well done to you. Well done to you. I see my friend. I never understood that drug. Don't get me wrong. Back in the 90s, I've done everything. Mate, I never touched brown or crack. That was my rule. Yeah, I've done the pills and whatever. I had a rule: never touch crack or brown. That was just my rule.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's the wrong crack you're thinking about.
I'm not talking about prolapses here, are we?
I think are you Irish? Are you Irish, Craig? You up for the crack? Yeah. Tony was saying,
I was the opposite. Sorry, Brian. I was the opposite way.
My pal, a right good-looking bloke, he died. Unfortunately, died at 33. But as you say, he wasn't interested in girls. And like for 10 years, all he was interested in is your bags, as we called it. The baggies.
For me, I didn't bother with birds because I didn't want to try and have a relationship when I'm chasing about fucking bags of kit.
Because that's what that's the word he used, chasing all the time. He was chasing all the time.
Right, here's the script to it, Brian. You get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and say, that's you out trying to get a linear tenner or
it made him ill.
Get a ticker off someday, and as soon as you get your bag of skag and you jag it, after you do your wee gouts, you zonk out a wee bit. After you come out of that, the first thing that's on your head is, when am I going to get an tenner for an bag?
It's just how he was.
Constant chasing. Then your tolerance goes up, so you need double the amount to keep you going in. The next thing you know, as I say, they're stealing Wayne's beds and computers and it's sad. It's not destructive for the person.
I see him decline, and then I'll be honest with you. I've never, as I said, I never see him. He did tell me, but I never, because I wouldn't allow it around me. But he actually started injecting into his feet at one point. He told me.
Palm in my horn.
I can't get my head around that.
I done it.
He did that as well. He did that as well. Yeah, he did that as well. I mean, at what point?
He injected his forehead. If you can do your forehead, he injected into it.
Really? Yeah, he never told me that. He said he could do. He said to me, my friend said to me.
Sorry, Brian. I was going to say, I kept interject. It's not really a case of hiding it, mate. Well, maybe it is for some, but 90% of the time it's because their veins on their arms and legs and everywhere else has collapsed. And because my mate done it.
Totally. That's what my friend said. He couldn't get a vein, so he started injecting to his feet.
My veins are just coming back now.
Yeah, he used to. Do you know what? He was the port. I mean, bless his soul. He was a lovely bloke. I loved him, but he used to limp and things like this, where he was so ill. If you know what I mean. Yeah, when he
took over.
He was 33 when he died.
My mate was injecting into his groin, and he was missing a vein and just injecting it, and it ended up citric acid you used to break a heroin down ended up eating away inside his groin and
it's not a good look, is it?
His leg. He's unconscious now.
Yeah. It's not a good look, that gouging. We call it gouging as well. It ain't a good look, is it? If you know what I mean.
It's amazing, but it might look like shit, but you're fucked.
I used to like a gouch when I had an ecstasy. An Ecky tablet would give you a good gouch, man.
Especially if it was the speckled ones.
Oh,
no, like I've done a few drugs in my time. The biggest letdown for me was crack. When I done that, I thought it was shit. But then again, the gear we got was probably...
See, again, Tony, I had a friend, sensible bloke, quite a sensible fella, had a good business, was a doorman, and he went from up there with respect, and I'm not lying, within a year, sold everything on crack. And I've seen him go through, I'm not lying to you, 500, 600, 700 pounds in a night, and then looking on the floor for speckles of crack. Honestly, I swear to God to you.
Oh, I can believe that, man. I can believe that, man.
Honestly. But paranoid.
I think it was £8,000. She got backdated off of Social Security because they were underpaying her, or it was an appeal for something, and she battered it in 2 weeks on crack.
Can I just say, me personally, I don't encourage anybody to go take anything in any way, shape, and form.
Not without me,
if you're no, especially if you're not sharing. But in all seriousness, I don't encourage.
Please share.
There's a reality that people are taking a shed load of fucking drugs, and I touched base with the youth today, and I'm like, what is that you're fucking taking? You know, these people are fucking. They're all pharmacists now. The young teenagers.
Here's the thing with heroin.
I used back in my day. I used to love the fucking, the basic food groups. I used to like the fucking basic drug groups. You knew where you were. Nowadays it's fucking flip the blah 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 pati patoba, and you're like, what the fuck?
I swear to God.
So you break up again, goodbye. That was your way. Honestly, see, over the years I was doing the heroin, and even years after it, see the amount of associated with overdosed.
I can't keep up with the different groups of drug. It used to be just take a pill, have a bit of puff, go home, give me a bit of whiz, give me. But now I don't understand this.
I don't know off it. I'm an old-fashioned guy.
I don't understand. Give me.
I stick to my basic drug groups, right? Now, number one, the herb, right? The herb is the herb, right? And I don't.
Herb is king.
Right, but I don't even consider that to be a drug, right? But it's obviously like whatever it is.
Cannabis.
Herb, like weed.
It's not a drug. It's not a drug.
But
I've got a stepfather who has mouth cancer. I've got a stepfather who has mouth cancer. Never doesn't smoke. He has a drink, but he was given 6 months to live 18 months ago. But he went on to see. My brother brought him to CBT. He's still alive now. He's not progressed. He's not got better. But he's still alive. And now he smokes the weed, actually. Yeah, he's never smoked it in his life. But it's kept him... He's not got any better, but he's not got no worse.
Yeah. Brian, what if I told you Tony had 2 heads at one point?
You wouldn't believe it. I had a tumour on my neck, Brian. It was 5 inches by 3 inches. And 5 inches by 3 inches on my neck.
What was that, a tumour?
A tumour, aye. They went into a biopsy. They told us it was a tumour. And I used the cannabis.
He looks like Joe Rogan now, but he looked like fucking something out of Star Wars.
I thought I was hiding it and all that, but they all had respect that they wouldn't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? They didn't want it. So I came online, and these guys were saying, try this, try that, try this. And weed was one of the ones. Watched a few videos about it. A guy I know came up and showed us how to do it. I made THC oil, and I took it, and inside 3 weeks, my tumour was away.
My stepdad, he's got no tongue because he had mouth cancer.
Yeah.
Took that away. He's got no teeth. He has to have his food blended. But this CBT oil, my brother buys it for him on the internet because he can't get it prescribed. And obviously he buys him. I'm lying. He buys him an ounce of weed at a time with me. But he's not got better. But he's still alive. Yeah,
that's what I do. I buy an ounce of weed, and I wash it down with. I put it in a bucket, pour 99.9% alcohol on it, mix it all up, strain it, or filter it so it's just a liquid. And when you wash a weed in.
You talk about doing your dishes again, Tony?
When you wash it in 100% or 99.9% alcohol, it washes the trichomes off it, and they dissolve into the liquid. You filter the liquid, then you put it in a Pyrex jug and boil it down, and it goes into an oil, and that's what you eat it.
Because my brother, he looks in. I don't. As I say, he's called THC level, what they call tetrahydrocannabinoid. My brother's gone right. Yeah, he's not a real dad, he's my stepdad, but he so he does get this oil, and it has worked. I don't care what anybody says.
Sorry, mate. It's a component that kills the cancer is delta 8, and delta 9 THC. And what it actually does is
kills it. Do you believe it kills it?
Well, I've got like thousands of peer review papers on my computer, and I don't get me wrong, I don't understand half it, but it gist it as
I believe it works.
Cancer.
I don't care what anybody says. I've seen him. He's still alive 2 years on.
It's worked for me on my neck. But if you've got a cancer cell and you take THC, delta 8 and 9 components, it goes inside the cancer cell, and only cancer cells. They don't damage any normal cells. They go into ones that's corrupted, and they kill the mitochondrial DNA, and the mitochondrial DNA is the engine of a cell, so it destroys the cell from inside, and it kills. It's called cancer cell apoptosis. It means cancer cell death. It kills itself.
Cancer cells apoptosis.
Tony, can you screen share that picture before and after?
Could you? Yeah.
It's live, man. I don't know if you want to do it.
My brother's having to buy this.
Tony, can I say something? Tony, can I say something to you that
to Brian?
It's fucking mind blowing. But Tony, can I say something to you as well that I've not had the chance to? Because I've witnessed your fucking journey through that stuff and how you treated it and all the avenues you touched your base with, right? And you know fucking how I touched and base with every avenue, and it's like I still wouldn't say weed cures cancer, right? I wouldn't, right?
I think
I seriously. No, can I finish here for 2 seconds?
I've seen it. It stabilises it.
No, I just think that like I think Tony's the perfect example, Brian. This is what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Like, not only did he touch base with that avenue, he went down the diet thing. He went down 1,000,001 different avenues. The only avenue is, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, is the pharmaceutical one. Right?
Sorry, mate, go on.
No, I was going to say, and like, even for people who want to touch base with the pharmaceutical answer to cancers, I still think weed is not the cure, but it can certainly help your body deal with that shite that you're going through. Now, I know from first-hand experience for Tony what he done, and also other people in my life that have done that have used weed as a counter to fucking like chemo and whatnot. And it, like, you know, like, say for example you're getting rattled with chemo, weed will enable you to get a bit of fucking appetite, maybe even enjoy yourself for fucking 20 minutes of the fucking day, which is a relief as well, which will relieve stress.
Yeah. I won't go too deep, Craig. I used to puff
genetics of all drugs end up coming from plants. Years ago, we all used plants.
I won't go too deep, but I used to puff 25 years ago. It was hash back then. It wasn't the weed. Yeah, but I used to puff. But then I stopped. But I'm OCD. I can't sleep at nights. So I went on to they gave me a tablet 10 years ago. It was a personal issue, but they gave me called Zopiclone. Now, I've been on that drug for 10 years. Now, I never knew what this drug did, called Zopiclone. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a sleeping tablet. Now, 10 years later, I'm still on this drug. Can't sleep without it.
I stopped taking all pharmaceuticals. When I went to the doctor, they says it was going to be they says they can't operate, so it was going to be chemo or radiotherapy.
That's why you're like 30-year-old.
I refused. But I did go.
Craig, what are you? You must be 50, mustn't you, Craig? What are you, 51, 52?
Mate, that's why I'm going with my hair.
But see what you were saying, Kip, about
38, mate.
It Disney cute, but I went to a doctor. I'm not going to say a doctor, but I went to a doctor and spoke to them about it. And I says, look, I would rather you spoke to me as Tony and the doctor's name, the first name, and they covered the folder over my file, put it aside. And I says to her, I says, what should I do?
Take this.
hold on. She says,
Yeah, hold on a minute.
she says to me, she's like, what? I says, does that THC work? And she says, well, put it this way, keep doing what you're doing. And she says, it's not anecdotal. She says, you're a proof of pudding.
Tony, you stole the words out of my mouth, but you're also the proof of the pudding that the NHS isn't this one big demon organisation.
You know, Tony, in all sincerity, Tony, you don't look like an ex-brownhead. You look quite healthy, and I mean that sincerely.
Thank you, Brian.
This is getting homoerotic now, man. I've just fucking chatted Tony up earlier, man. Alan's right said Fred, and now you're chatting up Tony, man. This is getting out of order.
He's a fucker,
and Blazing's too scared to put his fucking camera on.
I'm just waiting on you singing Baker Street. Going down the Baker Street.
One more about heroin. See, if you want to try heroin, here's the shift there.
Don't try it.
Wait a minute. You'll lose your family. You
lose everything.
Lose your money. Lose everything. Lose your friends.
We are right. Down in, I live in Essex in England. What we have the understanding, it's a big problem up in Scotland. Is that true, or is that bullshit?
My tune is a worst hit place for heroin. But it's fair populous because there's only like 35,000 here.
Scotland's like any good fucking place where the rich fucking enslave the poor. The poor have it bad and the rich have it fucking good, and that's the way it operates, man. So it depends where you're from. If you're for the wrong place, you'll be fucking rife in everything. End of.
So we got it wrong down here. We understand in Scotland there's a big heroin problem up there. That's what
that's just because that's just the guys full of blues that you can't understand. Yeah, man.
Well, do you know what? I was once a bricklayer, and I built the houses that the Jews now stay in. But when they're long gone, I'll still be there like the Roman ruins.
We can't get iron brew.
Did anybody understand that?
Why don't I not sell iron brewing?
They sell it up here, the real stuff, for £2
Can I get you, please?
You can't buy it down here, iron brew.
I don't like it.
I fucking love it.
Pish.
Love it.
No,
it's not. Do you know the best way to make it, Brian? See if you add 2 dollops of ice cream.
Yeah. Oh!
You get an
iron. Can I ask you one question, which I never got to ask my granddad before he died? Yeah, can I ask you one question, please? Yeah? Please, a Scotsman. And well, I'm an Englishman, yeah? But just one question. My granddad used to make me porridge in the morning, but he put salt in it. What the fuck is that about?
You put sugar into your English.
Mate.
Scots take salt.
Yeah,
there's still an argument up here. There's still an argument. All the girls up here. Exactly. You're a poof up here if you eat salt.
What is all that about with the salt?
Try it, mate. Try it. It's not the worst.
I've tried it many times. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I'm not.
Hairs in your chest.
Tony, do you honestly take salt with your porridge?
I don't eat porridge. I don't like it.
Because you put salt on it, mate. Try it with sugar. You'll love it.
It's fucking beautiful with syrup.
Oh, that's why I put honey and shit, man. I always go with honey. The nectar.
What is
I
with
put
the
sugar
salt?
on mine. When I was a wee boy, my dad used to make it when they come in for Yarrow shipyards in the morning for his night shift. He used to make it before I went to school.
Your dad used to work in Yarrow?
So it used to be sugar on it. Aye.
Your dad used to work in the Yarrow shipyards?
I never get to ask you, what's with the salt? Why would you put salt in a breakfast porridge?
Do you know what, mate? Do you want me to be honest?
No,
shut up. I know the exact...
Have you ever covered your McDonald's chips in salt?
Listen,
it tastes better.
Here's the honest answer, right? Right, see people, the reason you used to eat oats... Right, now listen, I'm just making this up, but I'm going with logic, so bear with me. I might actually be stabbing in the dark here. Oats... The reason people up here like to eat oats is because there was hundreds of them and they were cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
My wife loves it.
See, if you're really cheap, you'll boil oats and water and eat that shit if you're hungry, right? See if you've got a wee bit more, if you've got a wee bit more money, you'll boil them in fucking milk and make them a bit tastier, right? Now, if you've got a wee bit more money, you might sprinkle some fucking salt on it, mate. Add some flavour to that fucking wallpaper paste. Do you know what I mean? And then if you've got more money, sugar is more expensive than salt. It's as simple as that. And we ate the fucking things earlier than any cunt motherfucker. Because do you know what oats are? It's grass. Right? See, oats and cornflakes and all that shit's grass.
I tell you something funny, Craig.
We're eating fucking farmyard animal shit.
I'm English. I'm English. I don't. Yeah. My wife's from the Czech Republic.
What's your Scottish name? Sorry, mate. What's your Scottish name?
My granddad was called. He was called Jones. Robert Jones.
Robert Jones.
Yeah. Robert Jones. But my wife is from the Czech Republic. She calls me a sweaty because I'm tight with money. Yeah.
Sweaty jock. Sweaty jock.
Yes, she calls me a sweaty sock. She calls me a sweaty.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm tight with money. I'm careful. Yeah,
mate,
but
do you know, mate? I'll be honest, right? There's one thing that hurts our feelings really bad up here is sweaty sock.
Does it really? But
no, I'm fucking having you on, man. Fuck's sake.
She calls me sweaty. I'm not even.
I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss.
Honestly, mate.
Honestly, Blazing's the biggest sweaty sock. Socks. No, mate, sorry, mate.
My granddad was tight. He was tight. The only thing that's rubbed off on me, he's very tight with money. Careful. My mum used to say, careful.
That's the Jew in us, mate. You know, that's what I would say. Have you ever read the Declaration of Arbroath?
I read it when you said the other week, about 4 days ago. I went and read it. It's a long document, and I'm shocked because I never knew the connection to the Jewish. I never knew that. I thought,
don't say that, Brian.
We're the Jews like Jagger. We're the Jews like Jagger. We're the Jews.
It was all tribal.
Jews like Jagger.
Yeah. It's not. I went and read, when you told me the other day, 5 days ago, I went and read the Declaration of Arbroath. A bit fucked up, if I'm honest, because it shocked me. Shocked me.
Can also say as well, Brian, like, I don't believe that that's telling the truth, right? I believe that document was written at the time by Robert the Bruce.
I do.
But they were declaring whatever they had to declare to fucking claim whatever they wanted to claim, right? So, like, ultimately, like, it's like history's just written with the victors, and Robert the Bruce was a fucking victor, motherfucker. After that, man, he fucking... with the help of the Knights Templar,
I'm not a nationalist. I don't consider. I'm not a nationalist. I'm not at all. Obviously, we've only been beaten by one country. With England have only ever been beaten by one country, which was the Scottish.
We're all a bit patriotic, but I'm more patriotic about Glasgow, and then I can get patriotic over Robert the Bruce and all that shit. But
he was a backstabber, wasn't he?
Mate, that's how he came king.
He sold you out.
King. No, he was a backstabber, Robert the Bruce.
Yeah, he sold you out.
Oh, you've been watching Braveheart, right? I get you. He did. Mate, Robert the Bruce was fucking Machiavellian as a motherfucker. Right, but some would say, my conjecture, this is only my own conspiratard conjecture, like I don't know if you want to go and look at this history, mate, it's fascinating, right? So Robert the Bruce was the enemy of the Pope at the time, Christendom. Yeah. And
showed me the Declaration of the Arbroath. I read that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't believe everything, but I'm not a historian, yeah. But the Scots I didn't get the connection with the Irish. I don't ever got that with the connection with the Irish.
See, Robert the Bruce's brother was King of Northern Ireland back in the day. Yes. That's where our claim comes from. Now, after I think, I can't remember his name, Edward or some shit, or Edward Bruce, but he lost that land, and then it got reclaimed under Cromwell, and Cromwell got the funds from the Guilds of London. If you look at the fucking shield of the Guilds of London, it's the Knights Templar fucking Red Cross. So it was the Guilds of the City of London that filled Cromwell in Northern Ireland, and that's why to this day, mate, you'll find that red, white, and blue. Oh, pardon me. On the
Craig. What about the kill? Sorry, Brian. What you say is there about a Scots-Irish link? Allegedly, and I don't know if this is true, when the diaspora happened with Israelis or the Hebrews, when they moved across into southern Spain, then they moved up into the Western Isles. They landed in Ireland first, and it was two brothers. It was his sons of a princess, and one son stayed in Ireland, and the other one, I think it was Scotia, came to Scotland, and he became the first king of Scotland. Yeah. So Scottish and Irish roots are brothers.
What about the Kilkenny Lodge from 826?
Kilwinning.
Sorry, I've got the wrong name. Sorry.
No, I don't know. You say the name again.
Kilwinny Lodge.
Oh, Kilwinning. You're meaning.
That's the oldest lodge ever in the UK, obviously.
No. Let me get this straight, mate. It isn't the oldest lodge ever, right?
You know?
Well, I'm going to get a wee bit too technical on your ass here, right?
Technical. Please get technical.
Right, well, before that there was plenty of lodges, but lodges were typically set up with masons when they travelled from city to city building the cathedrals and stuff, right? So the lodges weren't permanent. They would set up lodge here, there, everywhere. Sometimes they would build something, sometimes they would requisition a building and stuff. But they were travellers, you know, pure travellers, son, and stuff. You know, they were travellers.
Yeah.
They're bouncing about everywhere. That's where the guild came from, so that when a mason, a builder, came to a city, or whatever, to do whatever, they were just, like, held in. So
is it Kilwenny Lodge the oldest lodge or not? Or is that me just reading off?
It's the oldest. It's the oldest permanent lodge. Aye, it's lodge. It's known as Mother Lodge. It's lodge number 0.
That's right.
See up in the Scottish, up here in Scotland, they're numbered 1 to whatever, and the numbers are contested over. Like, don't forget this. They're contested over. Lodges contest shit and argue. I found this out when I was like, oh my god, the Masons are a conspiracy. I'm going to look into it. And I was like, oh my god, Robbie Burns is a Mason.
Yep.
Oh my god. Then I was like, oh, what lodge was he part of? Then I found out he was part of 3 or 4 lodges. And still to this day, there's many lodges that claim fucking fame to his name and all that stuff. But Robbie Burns was the first ever poet laureate of the Freemasons, and that's why
the first Robbie Burns club is
was he really?
It was actually in Greenock. A Mother club. A Mother club's in Greenock.
Shit, am I getting mixed? Aye, Robert Burns.
No, that's Masons. You were talking about lodges. I'm talking about I can't remember the date. It was contested, but first Burns get together was held in my town.
Oh, was it, mate? Aye, done in Greenock.
Because I done it. I went into a place, Custom House Key, and they were doing a show about Robbie Burns. I didn't know it, mate, and she showed us a book where it's. I can't remember it.
He was done for Ayrshire way, so it's fucking.
He was shagging a bird in High Street.
He was a mad shagger, Robbie Burns. Absolute mad shagger.
And
I'll tell you what. I went to a sabbatical. We called it a sabbatical, and it was on the island of Iona, on the West Island of Scotland.
Oh, Iona's amazing, mate. What a beautiful.
Mate, honestly, I went to it was run by monks where we stayed.
That's the heart of Christianity on the British Isles.
Christopher Columbus went from there. That was when I was religious. I'm not religious now, but amazing place. Honestly,
mate,
no religion. Honestly, amazing.
You don't need to be religious to appreciate the places, and even not being religious doesn't take away the awe of those places, because just the fact of what they've represented over the time just takes your breath away, man.
Clumpinot get chased to Ireland, and he ended up on Iona, and that was the first place he hit, and he built the first church here.
Yeah, I stayed at the monastery. I stayed at the monastery. Actually, stayed in the monastery. Yeah, and it's like a sabbatical. I won't get too much detail, but what a place! What a place!
In my past, I've stayed many a night on Iona.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, right enough, but many a night.
I've had it.
And do you know what? See, when you're there, it's fucking. You look at the old buildings and you're on, and you're like, oh fuck. Then the fucking North Sea hits you. You're like, fuck.
But I'll be honest with you, Craig. I'll be totally honest with you. I don't lie. I don't tell lies. This is going back. I was in 1988. I was only 17. I was sent to prison, and I was a bit of a fucker. Yeah, so into my prison sentence, I was a bit uncontrollable. They sent me to Iona for a sabbatical for 7 days. Yeah, with two screws.
Oh, because you must have been getting persecuted by because it was back in the day when it was still the Victorian Christian mob.
It was 1988, 1989, 1990. It was Victorian. So they sent me to Iona for a week.
Get some Christian values.
Made me go swimming in the sea every single day. Yeah, some Christian values. Yeah, but to this day, I still remember it. The island of Iona and the monastery.
No one are going into that water. It must have been fucking -30.
Mate, I swear to God to you, I swear to God, I've been all around the world. There ain't nothing as cold as Iona. Yeah. Let me tell you, they made us go at 6 o'clock in the morning and jump. Have you ever been to Iona? It's like 4 miles wide by 2 miles. Very tiny, small little. Yeah. But what? Freezing. I mean, freezing. You have to go from like West Scotland to an island. I don't know if it's Isle of Skye. Then get a little ferry boat to the island. Yeah, that was bad enough. But then freezing. Oh, I can't describe.
Right, and that's Scotland 360 days out of the year. The only reason we had a couple of these days because it's fucking global warming.
I praise.
Do you never have any sun?
Because then all these like wee places up Scotland, like he's talking about like the Mediterranean.
That is a figment of your imagination.
And that will improve the tourism.
Mate, the waters will rise, will be flooded out like Noah in the Ark. It's written in the scripture.
So say the shepherd, so say the flock.
Do you never have a summer, Craig? Do you never have a summer?
We had one in 1976.
Mate, I was who was I speaking to?
76.
I was
heat wave 76.
I was talking to somebody who stayed in the north of England, and I'm like, you do not understand just the small difference between, like, you know, the north of England, like Manchester, Liverpool, and all that, than Glasgow, because. Like,
it's totally different. There's no comparison.
They've just got they've got Ireland to take the brunt, you know, like the brunt of our weather is coming off the Atlantic, right? So, and I don't know if it's the Gulf Stream, and it's got a wee tail in the end of it, and we've got the tail that goes up and down. That's why our weather's up and down like a fucking arsehole.
Right. So,
I've been to Glasgow quite a few times, but I seem to be just walking up.
Look at the front window, and it'll be sunny.
But in Glasgow, I just felt like I was always walking upwards, always uphill. There was no seriously, there was never no downhill. The bricks are massive, but they built the houses with. They're like 24 inches wide and stuff.
You're talking about the tenement side, the tenement.
Yeah, the tenements. But we always seemed to, when we went walking, we was always uphill, and the wind.
Were you in Partick? Were you in West End or something?
Yeah, the West End.
How'd that guess? Mate, I know exact street you were on.
He's talking about after he's 15 pints. I'm not even shitting. Woke up at Byers Road.
Aye, mate, that's what he's talking about.
And it was only a bus passing him.
Well, can I just say something? And I mean this in all sincerity. I've got mixed race children, etc. I'm white, Eastern European. I've not got a racist bone in my body. But I thought the funniest thing I've ever seen was an Indian man talking Scottish. Absolutely fucking wonderful. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, I kind of knew it. You just,
Brian,
I just the most.
Brian, there's a video on YouTube.
Please, you have to tell me it.
There's a video on YouTube, and it's Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah.
It just put Celtic and Rangers, and I'll try and find it for you and send you. And there's a guy in who got banned for being. He's a Rangers supporter, and he's a Pakistani.
Should go to jail with being Rangers supporter.
He talks pure Scottish, and it's weird as fuck. Because you expect no disrespect.
I never expected that. I've got Anglo-Indian children, and I never expected that from a Scotsman. Give me those are the little corn shops.
Look, it's not guys. It's not racist. It's no racist to observe. That's not even a word. Observe something that's different to the norm. You know, and that's what it is. It's just something that's different to the norm is funny and humour.
It's funny. It's funny. I loved it. I thought it was real good. It's never something I've ever seen before. I mean, proper Scottish Indian accent, if you know what I mean.
Mate, see up here as well, right? Here's something real. I would say at points they've kind of got their own accent as well, right? In a sense, like there's there was
no Indian in it. There was no Indian or Asian. It was just Scottish.
There's a hybrid as well. There's a hybrid as well.
Because there's so many dialects in Scottish.
I know, mate, but to the untrained ear, it's all the same. It just sounds. We all just sound like haggises to the untrained ear. But what I'm talking about, boys, is. Sorry, Alan.
It's about the age range come over because you've got I've got pals that are like Pakistani and they talk they're Scottish, mate, and it. But I can get into shops, you know what I mean, when I look at the guy and you think, right, he's going to be the full booner, and then he comes away with
the full booner.
I wasn't expecting that, you know what I mean? But I think it's to do with the generation that they came to the country, you know what I mean? You've got ones that were born here, you've got ones that came here when they were maybe teenagers. They're got the hybrid accent that Craig's talking about.
That's it. You know the ones that were not born here, the ones that are born in your country have got the full Scottish accent.
Scottish.
Yeah, full Scottish accent. I mean, I don't get me wrong. In London, we've got London accent. You've got the Scousers. You've got the
Italians that are born here are Scottish.
But we just look at Scotland. You've got a Scottish accent. We just look at you as Scottish accent. And that's not being
But to see, I know what you mean, to see like sort of what you perceive it to be Middle Eastern like dude, but with a Scottish accent. I know what you mean, mate. Because even up here, isn't it like as I was saying, like there's a kind of sort of I would say it was a I was going to say a bastardized thing, but fucking that will upset people. No, it's a mix of accents where like see like they predominantly like there's Asian like gangs and cliques and and communities and stuff, and they're all sitting around speaking Glaswegian, but it's still got that
there's a twang,
Asian twang, you know.
I can tell the difference between like you're Scottish like yourself. I know you're Glaswegian. I can tell to an Edinburgh man, borough man we call it down here. Yeah, I can tell because my granddad was Scottish.
I think I'm quite a Rain Man when it comes to accents. I think I'm quite good.
You've got the twang. It's a twang we can, but a normal English person wouldn't pick that up.
Can I ask? Can I ask? Yeah. Do you mean what you were saying there, like that kind of a hybrid accent? Sure. Is it like the way the London accent's kind of a changing with that dialect?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Now you say that, mate. You're right, because
kind of the Asian kind of a community in Glasgow's kind of a changing into their dialect.
Have you ever hung around in those circles, Alan? I've never asked you this. Have you ever, Alan? Have you ever hung around in like with Asian gangs? Not. No, like get down with them, but you ever been in their company?
I know a few, mate.
Aye, but what I'm saying is when they're sitting round, I know. Hold on.
Gang fights and all.
Blazing. You know what I'm talking about here. Well, do you know what I'm talking about here, Blazing? When I'm talking about the mishmash of the sort of the Asian, like your
See, my Asians, I used to hang out with a lot of Asians in Glasgow.
That's enough of your sex life. We're not talking about your sex life, mate. We're not talking about your sex life here.
That's what experience gang fights for different areas.
There can be, Brian.
No, but we're talking about the accent.
For the West End, and we fought with the Pollock Shaws and Pollock Shields.
Aye, well, this is
what town and that.
This is what I'm.
Right. I don't know. I just joined them.
But this is the Blazing. We're not talking about fighting.
I don't know the real history behind it with the
What
family,
about the accents?
why they hate each other. But
what about
it was good fun for having a Barney.
Blazing, we're not talking about fighting. What about accents? Do you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Asian, the Asian Glasgow?
Right, can you ask you and your friend something, please?
If you talk to my pals on the phone, you wouldn't know they were Asian.
You can ask you something, Craig. I believe.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't judge them. You wouldn't even think they were Asian. They just talk like me and you and him.
Well, can I ask you something, Craig? I believe this, yeah. In the UK, I'm on about UK, not English. UK, we're the laziest people for language. My wife talks 6 languages. They taught that in Eastern Europe. We ain't taught languages, are we? Yeah. Although we all talk the same in England and Scotland and Ireland and Wales, we're not talk other languages realistically. If you go to Eastern Europe, they know 3-4 languages by the time they're 12.
That's a fact, by the way.
That is true, honestly. My wife
we're ignorant as fuck when it comes to
We're ignorant as fuck, yes. I wasn't going to give it that way, but you come out straight.
No.
I ain't going to learn 494 languages. English is the world language. They should learn our language.
Brian, back in the day, I had a Polish girlfriend, right? And this was a wee epiphany for me. So we're just sitting fucking chewing shit and all that, man, right? And then, do you know over here, like, we know that, like, we know the noise of a dog. Dog goes woof woof, and a cat goes meow, and so on and so forth. right? This was a revelation. I was sitting fucking like one night we're talking and she's like I can't remember the word. I can't remember the noise a Polish dog makes, but it isn't woof woof. And I was like, what do you mean a dog doesn't go woof woof? I was like, I couldn't understand. Like, what? A dog doesn't go woof woof?
Did she let the dog in the house, Craig?
No, well,
No, seriously, yeah. No.
there wasn't a real dog. We were just talking about the differences of languages. You know, like in Poland, a cat go like I think what is it? A dog goes. Do you know? It's like it's something we don't understand. It's I don't know. See, us being ignorant fucking Brits.
Obviously, it was.
We think every person round the world talking to a kid talking to their kid, talking about a dog says the noise woof woof. Yeah. They don't. This was a revelation to me. I was like, what? Oh, there's another noise that a dog makes. You know, I'm not saying a dog makes different noises. Hopefully you get what I'm saying here, man.
Aye, dogs talk different languages all over the world.
Yeah, go and give me the Polish representation of a meow.
Oh, hold on. Do you know what? Hold on. Let me see if Google knows this.
Dogs talk different languages. Do you not know that?
Aye. You want to hear something?
I don't know any Englishmen that talk 3 or 4 languages. I've got no pals that talk 3 or 4 languages. None at all.
Well, hold on. Let us get our fucking foreign language. I'm getting nothing. I'm got a minor grasp
You've
of English.
You've always never met Alex from the UK column, then.
What?
He's never met that wee guy for the UK column. He talks so many languages. That wee intelligent, GSCQ guy for the UK column.
Oh, right, the intelligent one.
Garrett.
He's the exception.
He's an exception, yeah. I mean, in general, I don't know any other languages. We were not taught it. We're quite ignorant. We expect everybody to talk English. Yeah. That's the truth.
No, do you know what the truth is? Everybody does speak English.
I know.
Yeah, well, we're ignorant. Do you know what? We're ignorant because we get a fucking way with it. That's the truth. Because I don't know about yous, man. If I couldn't get some poontang in a foreign country, I'd be learning that language.
But I don't know about you, but I always talk with one finger up my nose.
What does that achieve?
Never mind.
Oh, blazing, you fucking... How much you put your face in the camera, you BAWBAG?
I know, man. Don't fucking say stupid shit like that if you can't put a face to it, mate.
No, mate, I don't want to get overloaded with all this fan mail.
Oh, mate.
What do you think in the head?
Oh, come on, mate. Listen, this shit will stand you in good stead when you crack it. Let Tony's get fucking Brian Rose on. That's the freaky. That freaks me out. Oh, do you know what I watched the other night, man? Right, I'm saying this so much I can't even remember the name. It was on Netflix, funny enough. It was Bram's Boy 2 or something, right? It was a wee freaky thing. These get creeped out about wee dolls. Just like Chucky doll kind of spooky films like that.
Annabelle.
Oh, mate, this thing had me last night. I was like, I'm going to turn this off. I was close to turning it fucking off, man. Had me fucking, arsehole.
I'm watching that Ghost Adventures. That's kind of it's the American Most Haunted, but they don't take the David in and all that. They with all the kind of gadgets and the equipment.
Well, Alan, when are we getting the gadgets and equipment? We're going to do the Necropolis.
I've already priced it all, mate. We'll need to get the girl and speak about that. But that'd be absolutely excellent if we could. I would like to get mate, right?
Do you know what would be beautiful, mate? Do you know what would be beautiful? There'd be a skeptic like me and a believer like you. And let's see if we both wear our knickers.
But anyway, they went and investigated the kind of a place where Annabelle was kept. Now the haunted doll was possessed with a demon. And he actually purchased it, so he's got it in his own museum now, because the guy that runs the program's got his own museum where he collects the artefacts that are haunted and things like that, he says. But aye, mate, it's kind of it's good watching it. But there's some crazy shit, man. You see all
Just
this.
to give a bit of info, because you've exposed him quickly. Sorry to butt you in, so I'm really sorry. Yeah, the Legend Plisco is now the U crawler. Craig, he just texts me.
Oh, mate, he's a 1 in a million different
He's a
names.
one in a. You know what? He's come up me on my Facebook. He's come up with different names as a black man, but he's now just text me. He's now the tube crawler. It's Alan Mitchell. He's off his head. He's not. He's no longer Legend Plisco. He's now the tube crawler.
I'll speak offline with you, mate, when we're not live, and I'll give you a few hints and tips about how maybe to nip that weed in the bud.
He put my wife's name up there, Craig.
Oh, mate, do you know what? Do you know what this guy does? This guy makes. This is the guy that's responsible for, in my humble belief, right? I don't know this for like my best guess, man. He's like some sort of an artistic fucking and excuse my French, man, but like, if people don't get where I'm coming from when I say this stuff, like I'm not taking the piss out of people with odd. One of my best pals online is fucking Artistic Apple. I don't know if people. Anyway, you need to understand my flavour of language, right? But he's some sort of a fucking
autistic children, mate. I know autism. Yeah, so you can say.
Right, well, you know this is like mate. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
He's a nutter,
mate. He's a fucking something wrong. He sent me
messages.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous.
Pictures of a black man. Yeah, and now he just sent me a message just now under tube crawler, which I know is Legend Plisco. I know it's Alan Mitchell. He's a fucking lunatic, Craig.
Yeah, mate. He won't. See, the weird thing is, he won't stop, mate. I don't know how to say this to people that engage me. Right, so like all I would say to the people, see if there's any family and friends of this fucking backward retard that's watching this, nip it in the bud for his own good. Because the amount of fucking enemies he's making up, man, there's just going to see when that dam busts, it's going to bust.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tidal wave that no cunt's going to be able to stop. And I don't know, man. I have fucking heart, I have soul, but I fucking don't fucking feel no sympathy.
I've learned that as one troll goes, one replaces. One goes, you'll never beat them.
Mate,
don't try and fight it that way, mate. Don't try and fight it that way. It's an energy consumer. All it will do is consume your energy.
I've backed Brian for 4.5 months. He's took over my life. I've got rid of them all. He's in a good place. But I swear to God, it's took me 4.5 months of everything in my life. Yeah, it's consuming.
Mate, don't let it be, man. Just try and disengage as much as you can and get back to your old life, man. And point and laugh at this shit. I know it's very hard because basically what they do is they use known, tried, tested, psychological fucking techniques to poke and prod you. So family, dead, that Plisco does dead family and all that. I mean, there is no ends to these fucking fuckers. Right,
I've learned a lot from you. I'll be honest, because I've only come on this YouTube world for 5 months. I
hope it's not your fucking alphabet, because you're snookered.
You remember, Brian, that no good deed goes unpunished.
I've never come across weird people like this in my life.
I know, mate. It's a different ball game.
And I'm 50 years old. It's a different world.
Mate, disengage as much as you can, man. Do what you want to do independently. Don't let the fuckers rule you. But disengage, because...
Just let Brian do what he's going to do independently as well, and no fucking let the trolls sway him in any direction at all.
I'm talking to. Sorry, what's your name? Sorry, I apologise.
Alan and Tony's in the room. Mate, Alan and Tony.
I've got to be honest with you. I fought this for my friend Brian for the 3.5 months. Thank God, Brother Craig picked up on this, and a couple of other people did as well, because it consumed me. Where I felt beaten. Then thank God Craig came in the scene, and we had a couple of others. I got rid of this flow destroyer.
Mate, I didn't do anything other than make videos on my channel. You know?
Brian, I've been
that's all I did.
So Craig's been doing this for a long time. So you just discovered Craig the last 3 months?
I'll be honest with Brian.
He's just new to it.
He's been trolled so much, but he didn't understand. He didn't even agree with you.
How long have you known Brian?
Blazing, be
One
quiet,
month.
man.
Yeah,
2 seconds.
Brian didn't even agree. He thought he was against him, if I'm honest, Craig, 10 months ago. I've only come on the scene 5 months ago.
It's because the way I
What you
speak,
did,
mate.
like 6 weeks ago, changed his world. Yeah, honestly, it went viral. It went viral, what you did. Yeah, everybody come on board, and you just slammed the people who were like... And the best thing you ever put it was, how would you go past...
Why didn't they go viral on my channel?
You did down here. No, did down here. But the way you describe it, people put is, would you hurt a disabled person in the street? In your words, would you walk past them? Give me. Mental health isn't looked upon as a disability.
No, but it's the reality, mate. Like fucking. I don't even want to get because I mean this because I fucking believe it, man. I mean, like the Tony and fucking Alan and Blazing, you just will back me up. No cunt would batter the fucking village idiot in the playground because the fucking hardest cunt go like that. You're taking the liberty and then batter him. I don't know. That was a dynamic in my playground. There was no kudos and battering fucking idiots. You know, there was no arm hard.
I'm not a YouTuber, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, we learned a lot from your channel.
I would stick up for the wee guy. I would end up getting that batter, but that's cool.
But you can't fight someone behind a keyboard. It's very difficult.
Mate, that's why they're wind-up artists, and that's what we need to realise. There's no beating these fuckers. Right? It's not as if there's no beating them, it's just like...
Yeah.
Like this is I am no longer letting them emotionally engage me.
It's not a game, it's not a matter of beating them, it's just showing them you're talking shit.
It feels that way. You feel like
proving
it's
they're
a
talking shit. It's not a game, it's fact.
Yeah.
Look,
fact. Show them fact.
Oh, they don't care about facts. They don't care about facts. They don't care about
talking stick.
I'm going to head off.
It's like a vaccine. They take a wee bit and mix it with this and that and make a conspiracy, and you've got to answer it.
Yeah.
The vaccine
Alan,
is...
thanks for joining, Alan.
Ignore.
Starve it of oxygen. Do what you do with a fire. Starve it.
That's what I want to say.
That's what Craig said. Just don't bite to him. That's what I don't do now. Yeah, but it's very hard. It's very hard when they're attacking someone with mental illness. I
stand here as a hypocrite. Alan, thanks for joining me.
I'm going to say before I go, just in case certain ones are watching and that as well. No, I mean, everybody do your shit. No, I mean, don't cower away from them, but don't feed the vampire, man. Right, but Brian himself, he's got a lot of potential there and what he could be doing. Instead of paying attention to the comment section, fuck the comment section. Get his ideas sorted out and go forth with what he's want to do. Like Craig does his shit, other people's doing their shit. Pie, there we go. No, I mean, I'm going to bring Pie into the equation because he's ended up in a very dark fucking place right now and he's riddled with paranoia. Pie, if you're watching this, stop reading your comment section and start focusing on what you want to do. Start singing songs again, mate, and start enjoying your fucking life. You know what I mean?
Very true, Alan.
Start starving these people. Stop fucking feeding them. Because even you can block them and block them. I block them. You know what I mean? Just stop reading the comments.
I agree, Alan. If Pie stops reading the comment section, then all these thoughts won't exist because it doesn't read it. It's not there. It goes.
Here, listen, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Right? What you need to do is learn to read it and fucking just move on, right? Because it's impossible to move it.
Pie believes I sent a helicopter to his house. Yeah, he put me up on one of his videos. He believes in his head I sent 10 days ago a helicopter to his house.
Oh,
honestly, mental case.
I talked about fucking the guy in... Who was the guy in New Zealand that done that? Where is he? Is he in New Zealand or Australia?
No, he's in Melbourne, Australia.
Australia. I talked about that guy. I think he's in New Zealand.
What are you talking about?
Vinny Eastwood, that's the one. And he was like, "Oh, I've got helicopters over my house and all that." Hopefully, I didn't think he was talking about.
He must have some size of fucking operation.
He thinks I sent that. Unbelievable.
Are you off ski, Alan, man?
See you later, Alan.
Alan, thanks for joining me, man.
Too many people are getting gaslit by their
Go and
comments.
get your cocoa, mate, and get a wee early night, Alan. As I know you are on Friday night, you bastard.
There's too many people getting gaslit with their fucking comments instead of
Oh,
What?
critically.
Can I just ask you, Tony? The gaslight, I've just learned. I'm new to this YouTube world 5 months ago. Not you, I've had YouTube, but I've got a channel, but I've only got 2 videos. But this guy, is that someone talking in someone's ear? That's what I take it as. Well,
Right.
I've learned from Craig.
it's like,
So
say for example, like if I wanted to gaslight you, mate, I would, Brian, I would rock up and go, you know what? By the way, I think Tony doesn't like you. You know, Anki does. He's told me before he doesn't like Londoners. You know, lots of fucking just bullshit whispers, Chinese whispers, some subjection, and like I'm gaslighting you either to think like turn against Tony or to think you're nuts. Like the typical term I think comes from a man-woman relationship or a partner relationship or whatever shit.
Okay, now I get it. I didn't know what gaslighting. I watched yours a couple of days ago when you said gaslighting, yeah, and I didn't.
I was using that wee cartoon to like use a simple analogy.
I'm old. I'm not IT clever. Give me. I'm just give me.
Man, you're as fucking clever as the rest of us. You don't need to start fucking saying you're like. Look at Tony with fucking Pac-Man. No Pac-Man. Space Invaders. He's no technical either.
That's Space Invaders. That's Space Invaders, you know?
Yeah. See, we're old school, Brian. That's your.
I'm old school. But I remember
Space
Invaders. Do you remember Asteroids?
Yes, I do, mate. And do you remember the old? Do you remember the ping pong? Do you remember?
Do you remember Defender? Do you remember Defender?
Centipede. I'm going to make your day. Wait, you see it.
Here, do you remember the calculator?
No, the thrust button.
Brian, do you remember Blip?
Hyperspace.
Yes.
Hold on a minute.
I fucking hell, mate. Make me feel young.
You're well younger than me. You remember
Brian.
Yes.
Here a photo for you. Is it showing? Oh,
no.
Hold on. I'll get my photo showing. Hold on a minute.
Come on. Oh my God! Yeah.
Bring back memories, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that, man? What's that, Tony?
Okay, Tony. One game. You must remember one game. Do you remember Decathlon?
Oh, Daley Thompson's Decathlon. I wasn't bad. I could do high jump. I was good at high. Kip, it's a game called Defender. It was we aliens came down and picked up petrol pods, and you had to go along and shoot them and collect the pods. And
the
if
thrust,
you got 10 pods, they would go pure mental. Hyperspace and thrust and all that.
Yes, the hyperspace and thrust.
When you're going to get killed, you hit hyperspace and it just zaps you somewhere else. And sometimes you landed on top of something that would kill you, and sometimes you get away with it. So this is all arcade games I used to play.
I'm having some sort of a kind of
weird.
weird.
To the cafeterias and play Defender Asteroids. Remember Asteroids? Obviously Pac-Man, yeah. And obviously the first was Space Invaders. That was the very, very first one, wasn't it? Space Invaders. That I can remember.
Space Invaders and Pac-Man.
Pac-Man were the first, yeah.
I used to wire machines. We used to get circular needles.
Yeah, we did. We used to
have a hook.
Yeah,
and white. Oh, I used to get
with a loop, little loop, the old wire loop.
Criminals! Criminals!
10p was back then. 10 pence.
You know what else? You know what else we done? We get silver aluminium tape.
Yeah.
Tape, right? You get a 10p piece, and you put a 10p piece in the middle, and you folded the corners over, put it in a fruit machine, and it would give you 50 pence.
Yeah.
Oh, keep on with all your tricks, mate. Lighters.
Do you remember? Oh no, it's old school. Do you remember the trick with the wire loop? You used to get your credits. We used to call it credits.
I used to do that at £100 machines, and it
What for £100?
Yeah, I knew some. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I knew somebody that used to do that.
Yeah, you knew somebody. Yeah, I knew somebody in the souk halls. Remember the souk halls?
Happy days, mate. That's when we were young, free, and carefree. But
we knew somebody. We knew somebody that did that. You know.
We were getting robbed off the arcade anyway. It was poetic justice. That's the way
it was 10 pence a go, wasn't it?
Aye, man. Happy days.
Happy days. Especially Asteroids and Pac-Man, as you say, the Defender. Oh my God!
It takes you back. You need to fucking brush up on all this, man.
I've missed this shit, man.
I tried to buy. Actually, don't know if you remember them. Like it was, you can get like a table, and you can buy Defender.
Yep.
Yeah.
Defender, crazy balloons. Always played on it.
Buy it on like a glass table. Have you seen them? You can play them. Yeah, but my wife wouldn't let me buy it. Yeah,
you get a table and you get 2 wee stools.
That's it. Yeah, and your joystick. Remember the joystick?
It was Crazy Balloons. It was called.
That's it. That's it.
Brian, kindred spirits, mate.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, you me.
Oh, he's away. I'm having fucking recalls to my childhood here, man.
But
We are a boomer. We are boomers.
What are boomers? I don't know what a boomer
Boomers
is.
Boomers is the ones that was born after a baby boom.
Oh, right. So it's like
Anybody Generation X and below is boomers.
I learned the other day I'm a millennial. I never fucking had any idea.
When were you born?
Was you
81. I'm borderline. I'm
you're not a
absolute.
millennial, man. You're a you would be.
Somebody said to me the other day I'm a borderline for just absolutely the birth of millennials. 81.
No.
Realise that?
No, millennials is the 2000s. Anybody that's born about 2000.
No, Tony. Honestly, Google, mate. I'm stick it in your Google right now, mate. This is my misconception for
Take your word on it,
ages. Hold on. Let me.
I'm generation. Me and Brian's generation X.
Tony, do you remember? I mean, what was your favourite game, Tony?
Let me hold on 2 seconds. Let me ask this. I'm going to ask Google. What is a millennial?
No, we're
This is
going back to the
definition of
70s.
millennial, denoting or relating to a period of 1,000 years.
That's a millennium.
No, I know. Hold on. What is a millennial?
This is the definition of millennial, denoting or relating to a period of 1,000 years.
Cunt. You're a cunt.
The fucking wrong fucking.
Oh, Kip, you're an apology, mate.
Hold on.
Millennial usually refers to a millennial generation, early 1980s to the late 1990s. So, an apology, mate. You're correct.
Yeah, I only found this out fucking not that long ago. I was like, I'm a millennial.
Kip, actually, millennials are Generation Y as well. And they're the echo of boomers. So, me and Brian's boomers.
We are boomers. Yeah. 79, 80, 81, 82.
Yeah.
Why is everybody talking about boomers all of a sudden? I've heard it everywhere.
Because a bird says it someday in Parliament somewhere in Australia. A guy was up talking and the bird done a okay boomer. And it would get a big kick up about it. It got a big kick up. Like they were cracking up about it. It was an insult, know what I mean?
Right.
And but I think it was out before that. This job, bird. It's gaming lingo, man. They say to anybody who's not technically savvy and is of an age, they get called boomers.
This is proper gamers, not the today's. Yeah. Proper gamers. This is back in the day. As I say, with Defender, Asteroids, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man. You remember? Yeah.
Miss Pac.
I know, Tony. I know you had the Nintendo back
I'm
in the
a Connect 4 man.
I had the ones. Well, mostly it was my wee brother that got them, but I used them because I tried to kid on. I was mature.
Tony, see that lighting you've got and that dark picture you've got and all that, man. You look like a fucking. It looks dead fucking. It looks really good.
I'll send you a photo. I'll send you.
Not that I fancy you or anything, but just.
I don't know. You've been hitting on me all night.
No, but honestly, go and look at the YouTube stream.
I've got it on me. I can see it on the telly.
It looks.
Well, when I have my glasses on, I can see it.
It looks like pure professional lighting and like fucking back.
That's my wee clip-on light hitting off a white wall and reflecting back onto me.
I know it looks really good, man.
But I have got microphone envy.
What do you mean? Oh, you
microphone
want a mic?
June, please, no. I feel left out.
No, you don't want one of these things, man. You lean forward too much. You feel like you're. Although, and then you end up like feeling that. Can't help.
Tony, what was your favourite game, if you don't mind asking? Because I'm not a gamer now.
Oh no, I don't play games now. But sorry,
remember Sega? Remember Sega?
Right. My favourite one on the Sega was Golf. I can't remember whose Golf it was, but that one.
That was Pro Golf 1.
And on Super Nintendo, it was Super Mario World. Because me and my mate completed that at 77 levels, and we were playing it one night. And we were on acid.
All Super Mario. You must have been posh, Tony.
No, it wasn't mine. It was my mate's.
Okay.
I was in his house playing it, and we were on acid, and we were playing Super Mario Kart, and we stopped halfway through a race to watch the volcanoes erupting. And his feather walked in and opened the door and stuck his head in to say something and looked at us and done that. I'll come back tomorrow. Fucked off and left us because we were pure.
77 levels.
77 levels, aye.
How long did it take you?
3 months. There were one level. We were on it for about a week and a half.
Was it no rainbow? Was it no rainbow?
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Was it
no legend?
Was it no Rainbow Road that you were
completed? I think. Brian,
was it no Rainbow? Was it no Rainbow Road?
I completed Defender. Yeah, it took me 3 weeks.
I seen a guy getting $1 million on it in the arcade.
Yeah.
$1 million on it, and when you get your $1 million, everything you shoot, you get an extra man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Tony, was it no Rainbow? Was it no Rainbow Road you were watching when you were tripping? Remember that Mario Kart one?
Rainbow Road was.
Listen, great. You should look up. You should look up Decathlon. Yeah, Nintendo. It was back in the day. You had 3 buttons. You remember? You had to touch the 3 buttons at the time.
Here, listen. I'm gonna.
the hurdles. Do you remember the hurdles and the long jump? Yeah.
I think it was the Mega Drive one on what was the Barcelona one? Barcelona.
No, this was old school Decathlon.
Older than that.
Aye, mate. Aye.
Yeah, well older. We're talking 1981.
I was born that fucking.
Well, you never played them.
That's what I'm saying. You had to push 3 buttons at the same time. Do you remember, Tony? Yeah.
You had to hit 2 buttons to run, and you had to hit your R1 to jump. And when you jump, you had to hit it again to get your right angles.
Right, I need to give a counterbalance and bring us up to date. Like this is a strange coincidence because I'm not much of a gamer anymore.
I'm not
at all. But I bought a game today. It's called something I can't even fucking remember. I'm gonna get it up. But it's pretty cool, man. It's like the last game I played was Resident Evil, and that made me shit my pants because I loved that back in the day when I liked PlayStation when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then it's Observation. That's what it's called. Now the reason I want to bring it up is because it's pure esoteric, man. Right? So you'll know exactly what I'm going to fucking get on about in a wee second. It's like I'm trying to bring it up. It's it's about why can I not bring it up? Oh, there we go. It's about a space station.
Yeah.
And Earth, and then an accident happens, and then like they have a wee blackout, and pops up next to Saturn.
Mm.
And then in Saturn, you know, like is it the North Pole or the South Pole? I'm pretty sure it's the North Pole, isn't it? The hexagon, not the gram. It's the hexagon. Hexagon. In Saturn, and so the whole thing is kind of evolved around being in space, in a space station, traveling to Saturn.
Are you a gamer, Craig?
No, I'm not. Like, because of fucking Corona, I've got nothing better today, so I've been wasting my time doing this shit.
No, I'll be honest with you. I've got 11 and a 10-year-old girl. The boy's 11. He's autistic, and my daughter's 10. He's banging to Minecraft. You know this game called Minecraft.
Oh mate, I know what that is, man. I couldn't get it myself, man, but I can see the merit.
Right, yeah. Now because this one game called Hive. I don't know if you know. I'm not a gamer. Hate them. Yeah. But I've had to go and chase around for 2 days to get another Xbox One Plus. Yeah. Because you can't play together or with their friends with this Hive.
Brian, you can talk to Blazing about that. Blazing.
Blazing?
He's not alive. Are you still alive?
Yeah. What are you saying?
You had the coffee? You come down? Brian's talking about his Wayne's playing computer.
No, I bought my boy an Xbox One Plus. Yeah, I bought him that a couple of years ago. Yeah, when it come out. Okay, I thought it was got a Nintendo Wii, but he plays Minecraft. But then he got this one game called Hive, where unless I'm being the bollocks in me and give me a load of shit, so I've had to go and buy another Xbox One S, this 1 terabyte thing, which means nothing to me. Yeah, which I got it yesterday, so they can play each other. See each other. If that makes any sense.
So they've got
Or-
two screens. Have they got
Yeah,
two screens?
She's upstairs, he's downstairs. She's upstairs, he's down.
Oh,
Unless they've had me
Can
over.
they actually see
No,
each
no,
other?
no, they're not. I kind of get it. I kind of
My
get it.
told me, like,
Blazing will know
when
what
they
he's
play
talking
Xbox Live, they can talk to each other in wee
Yeah.
group segments
Right, okay,
when they're
yeah.
playing the
Well, that's
game.
what they said to me. I
And
thought they was
going,
giving me a load of
planning on
bollocks.
attacking, going,
Yeah.
like, attacking other players.
Yeah. They've been
Right.
playing their friends. But is that
Yeah,
right?
It's open to abuse, I know.
I'm about to get this
So
gold,
we-
this gold card, if you know what I mean, for the year.
No, it's a monthly thing, mate. I
just
don't.
paid
It
for the
just
year.
allows you access to Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Blazing, do you know how it, basically what Brian's saying is he doesn't want his Wayne's running rings around him. So fill him in how the
But I
whole
had,
thing
so I had
works.
to buy another one.
No, but mate, I kind of get it, right? I kind of get it in a sense, like, Blazing, am I right? Like, if you want to play, you know, if you want to both be in the same world, let's say, for example, like, you want to play online and be in the same world, you need two machines. And
But they want to
connection.
see each other. They want to
Aye.
see each other, Craig, if you know what I
You
mean.
need two machines.
Aye, two
Yeah, that's-
two
my kids
machines
got
and
me
two
a-
screens.
I've got a few
Yeah.
tailings.
Aye,
And
I
they bring
kind
a
of get
few
that.
Xboxes and they play each other, and then when they fall out, they go and play the end games.
Yeah, that's
If I
what they
if
told
I
me.
if I could
didn't-
con,
You need separate machines to play each other.
Right. Yeah, so
Unless
that's
it's
what
a
I've got
double
another
scheme.
machine yesterday.
And if I-
I managed to
Like
find one,
Minecraft,
the Xbox
you can
One
do
S.
that. But
That-
like
yeah,
games
I've
like
this Hive,
Fortnite and
you know,
things like that,
Hive?
you need your own machine.
Yeah, have you heard of this Hive where they split the screen on this Hive game? Don't make any sense. I don't even know about. He mainly plays
Right,
Minecraft between them, but they're online now playing other
Like,
people.
know,
games like
Fortnite-
Fortnite, that it's
Fortnite,
like
I
100
know
players
Fortnite.
every time. Like, it
I'm an
starts.
old guy. Hold on, I'm officially
I am
old.
Craig.
I'm
Have you heard-
officially
sorry, can I
old.
just ask, Blaze,
You're talking
have
about
you
young
heard-
culture, and I'm like, I know Fortnite.
No,
It sounds like
I
my
know.
mum
Is it the
talking
new-
about fucking
is
pop
it right,
groups.
the new
My God,
Xbox
I'm
coming
fucking
out?
old. I'm fucking disgraced.
But I've heard today the new Xbox coming out. They don't need discs. You just download.
No, they don't,
those. Is that
aye.
correct?
But it's
Is
not
that
like the
true?
one they were
That's
selling
true.
at Christmas. It's like £100. This is an Xbox.
700 quid. This is it right?
Something
£700.
special, silver, platinum,
idea.
diamond, sparkly.
Aye, but it gives them
But
more
no, it's an extra
terabytes with the
special one, but
gigabytes.
you don't need
And
that.
that's no discs. Is that
It's
correct?
still got the
Is that correct?
disc section on it, so
You
you
just
all your
download,
games
correct?
you need to download them.
I prefer having a tangible disc in my hand. I don't want downloaded where you've not got any intangible. And I don't mean my dick
Tony,
kip. I know that's what you were thinking. I
I'm
know that.
laughing at you
That
witnessing
was
me
good
doing
in
the
old days,
album.
Tony,
And
but
you
what if
went,
your pulse
But,
scratches it for
But
you?
at what point does it
Yeah,
stop? When we were talking that 2 years ago, 450 quid for the Xbox One S. They're talking £799 now for this new console. At
what's
what
that?
point
What's the
does it
new
stop?
one called? One?
I don't know. I was told today that it's coming out in Christmas. That your
Brian,
friend just said.
It doesn't stop,
I
mate.
think
The
it's
party never
Xbox X
stops.
or something.
800 quid.
I know.
But you don't need. You
No,
don't
it's,
need.
not,
You
it's,
don't
only,
need this.
it's only about 500 quid.
Next year, it'll be £100 cheaper, and then the year after that, it'll be £100 cheaper, and then the year after that, the new thing will be out. It's just the way the world goes, man.
Just
My
to hype your
advice
release
is
before
buy
these
a
products come
PC.
out.
Buy a PC
And
and
you'll go
illegally
off with it
download
because you
fucking
think your
games
system's
via
getting
torrents.
Yeah.
Fight the
boy's got a
system.
PC. But
Ark.
it's a bit. It's all weird for me now because I'm old.
Do you want me to
Okay,
be
it's all
honest?
weird.
See
I
when
mean,
I'm.
my son's got 3 screens in his bedroom.
Oh wow, man,
One for
that's
Sky, one for PC, and one for his computer. It's just weird. I never had this.
are they not all connected together?
I don't know how to. He's got one for his Sky, one for his computer because he's autistic. So he's got one for his computer, and then he's got one for his Xbox One.
My boy's 13 and he just bought his own computer.
Built it.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Blazing, does it work?
Aye.
How much would they charge
My boy's
to build
got
me a
the voice
computer?
because he can't read or
Give
write.
me good
He's
rates,
autistic,
get me a
he's
good
got
deal.
He
big
built
touchscreen.
it, but it's nearly good enough. But it had a few wires sticking out and they couldn't shut the back case. So when I put it in the shop, the only thing that was wrong with it, he hadn't pushed the hard
Right,
drive
okay,
in hard
you
enough.
don't need to fucking
You
you don't need to give the report. You don't need to give the report card live on YouTube, right? But like, could they build me a YouTube? Could they build me a fucking computer, man? I'll fucking get me build me a computer. No,
because they've got the guy in the shop to rebuild it and stick all the wires inside because they couldn't shut the back door.
Right. Is that some? Is this some sort of a? Is this some sort of a paedophilic fucking euphemism?
All together because he's 13. And
this is some sort of paedophilic euphemism.
Well, I got it rebuilt for him.
He couldn't shut the back door. That's
happy as Larry now.
Anyway, good man, he got it sorted.
It's a new world, isn't it? It's a new world.
He's only 13. He learned from his mistakes. And I told him where
could he build me one?
But the computer shop guy told me where he went wrong, and I passed it on.
And
so the next time he builds one, he'll know.
Right. Should I take the gamble?
Building a computer, man, I couldn't fucking.
Should I take a gamble with him building me a computer?
So I'm really impressed.
Nah, mate. Honestly, man, I'm wanting
what,
to.
What do you think? What do you think of these new these new Xboxes that are coming out Christmas? Is it a Christmas thing or is it a worthwhile no discs? You just download.
Well, like
at the moment, it's costing me £100 each, £50 each computer with this gold card a year.
Well, the ideal thing to do, mate, if the kids don't give you too much hassle, is get them after Christmas because the price is going to go down. Now, as far as I'm aware, now correct me if I'm wrong because I don't even know much about these, but what I hear on the grapevine is a lot of it's like what they'd say is Blazing, you'll know what I'm talking about, multi-platform, cross-platform shit now. Right, and what I mean in a sense is,
it's all connected, Kip.
No, what I mean is he's
play all sorts of games through all sorts.
He's
of
talking
platforms.
about upgrading the Xbox to the latest one. What I'm saying is you can see the oldest Xbox. You can still get the latest game. It just doesn't run as fucking great.
The only thing it sounds good to is when the kids go back to school after the Christmas holidays and say, "Well, I've got the latest Xbox."
After Christmas, it'll drop in a couple.
My daddy's going to work his ass off and be a slave for the next whole year.
Plus, mate, you'll be lucky if you get one.
Honestly, mate.
See, because of Corona, the slaves have been pumping these things out. There's going to be a shortage, big shortage. Everything in this crimble. There's a prediction. Go out and buy your Christmas presents now. If you want, give me your money. I'll keep it safe and then buy it for you.
Yeah.
He's laughing at man. I'm being serious, man.
I bet you're Scottish. You're Scottish.
He'll take your money and get a fucking piss to my nut and fucking piss up against the wall. Woo! What could possibly go wrong? Anywho, what time? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. 2,300 hours.
So we calling it a night then?
I don't know, Blazing. You sound a bit tired.
We call it a night for the live, but everybody else says empty wants to join.
No, Blazing, you're going home.
Finish.
You've had enough, mate. You need to go home.
I know, but I'm just saying the truth.
I know, and me too. You need to go home.
It's time to finish. If anybody wants to join in a wee bit of banter and chat after the live, can hit the Skype up.
What are you doing inviting people into my living room, you prick? Did I give you permission? That is what he said. What he said is right. But did I give you permission?
You lock fucking doing.
What? Lock.
You're in lockdown.
That's the wrong one as well, you dick. That's no lockdown. That's the fucking. It's lock long. That's what they got. Like, you know what this, mate? This sounds like fucking. That sounds like homoerotic fucking sex talks for our penis or something.
That's what we make.
It's lock long. It does. I mean, honestly, I swear to God, this isn't homoerotic fucking sex talk for my penis. He's talking about me being at lock long.
We went to camp lockdown.
That's what fucking. Here, do you know what? We were at lockdown. We were locked in.
Ahead of a time.
We were locked in. We were locked in before the lockdown. Mate, we've got pictures of lockdown before the lockdown. I know this is only funny in our feeble minds, but that is quite funny. We do have pictures of lockdown before lockdown, and that's my English versions. But I would say lockdown before lockdown. Blazing, it's not funny. Anyway, right, aye, you're right. I'm going to end the stream. Thanks everybody for joining. Thumbs it up. Hold on, let me see the thumbs down. Booyah.
But see you were saying last the other week here.
What?
Let's go to Lock into the World. I'm not going there.
Let's go to what?
You were saying let's go to Lock End of the World. I'm not going there if that's going to come true now.
I don't get you, man.
We went to lockdown and that's came true. Go to Lock End of the World.
Right,
I'm not going there, mate.
Yeah, that's shite, mate. That's no funny. Anyway.
No, it's no. It's no. No, I know it's not funny.
Right, thumbs it up. Share it with your friends, your family, and your foes like Blazing. And help the channel.
I'm not your foe. I hate you. I can't.
I know you're a fucking troll. You cunt.
Just a troll.
Shut up. Anyway, thumbs it up. Share it, friends, family, foe. Tune in on Tuesday for Not the InfoWars Night News Show. Thanks
and if
to
you
Tony.
don't, the Illuminati will get you.
Thanks to Tony. Thanks to Brian. Blazing turned up again, the bastard, man. I keep fucking trying to boot him out, man. He's got some sort of code to get in there. No, but no, I want to say Blazing, thanks. It's like a wee, do you know what it reminds? It reminds me of like Red Dwarf, like a wee fucking holly. I don't know if you can see the live stream. Like, it's like a wee holly in the corner, because when you speak, it's like a wee eye.
Yeah, it's just that wee voice on your left shoulder and your voice on your right shoulder.
Fucking knows the voice in my head, but I fucking knows what shoulders on, man. Anyway, thanks, please.
Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next week.
Bye, folks.
Cheers, Tony. Cheers, Brian. 2 ticks, and I'll finish this.
Clips.
And remember, folks, to subscribe. Hit the bell. You will be well. Ding.